melon jam.
It's just jam you put on strawberries and melon. It's strawberry melon jam. You just kind of go. It's kind of a sauce for.
You put the strawberry melon jam on strawberries and melon.
Yeah, melon.
I thought you made it out of strawberry and melon. That would make more sense.
Come on, you can't make jam out of melons.
I don't know.
Have you tried making jam out of melons?
Sudan does look extra bald. He also has a little curly situation going on with what's going on, cardboard addicts? We're live.
He's the super villain.
He is.
Looks like villain. Did that work this time?
Well, isn't Sudan always a super villain though? I mean, he is.
Yeah. He's Dr. Robotnik, right?
He is self-proclaimed supervillain, Sith Lord.
Well, if I had a cowboy hat, I would look all kind of Western.
Oh man! All right, so we had some issues. What's going on, everybody? We had some issues with the. I set this up wrong. Let's be honest. I screwed it up. So I set up the whole situation wrong, and I scheduled it on YouTube. I forgot that we had to schedule it on the app that we use, and then the app that we use didn't know that the thing was scheduled on YouTube, and it was
It happens.
It
happens.
Yeah. Well, whatever. It is what it is. But, so we are going to be talking about some really cool stuff today. We've got some Nostalgix. I got a very cool little opening for everybody to see. And I think, Ren, you've already opened up the Secret Shards 7 from Nostalgix on your channel.
I have.
But don't everybody go rush over there to see it, because we're going to open one up right here, and it's the same exact cards. But if you do want to help Ren out and give him a view, you could definitely go check him out afterwards.
I talk about the TCG as a whole, so you guys can go check that out after this.
There you go. See, there's a reason to go check out his video also.
But so we are live today, unusually, because Grumpy is on some sort of weird family vacation. You know how that goes. They did movies about it in the 80s. Ren had to work on the night late that we normally do the podcast, and I was down in Denver visiting my family I haven't seen in 2 months, and so it just didn't work out for us to do it on a normal time. And Zen, of course, had family the next day and was the only one that would be able to edit it. So it just kind of worked out for us to be live, and we thank you guys here. So this will be available on the audio side tomorrow when I get it. Should be available.
It'll be available whenever Sudan puts it up.
Well, it depends when YouTube renders all the.
YouTube's got to do the whole rendering thing, and then he's got to download it, and then he's got to upload it. It's a whole thing.
Be a process.
And I drove 300 miles today. I'm freaking exhausted. But I just wanted to say thank you guys for joining us. Thanks for putting up for our misstep there. Thank you for being here, and so super cool. Yes, happy Labor Day.
Well, I just want to give a shout out to the folks that are here and hanging out with us. Steel Sand Gaming, as usual. You are awesome, my man. We have Ricky J69 in the house. What's going on, Ricky? How you doing? A Grumpy Charizard, who is in the chat and unfortunately could not join us here live, but he is hanging out.
I hope you're having a good vacation, buddy.
Is he on the beach with the box fan again? Did he have because remember he was like, I'm gonna have a fan on the beach, and I'm like, is it a box fan? You just bring out a generator and cord? I don't follow all of the he talks.
He says things sometimes, and I'm just like, I don't know what you're talking about, guy.
Same here.
Anyways, so we got Artemis. What's going on, Artemis? How you doing? We did start off talking about jam. I don't know why, but that's how we started things off.
Hey, listen, we always end with the food talk. Might as well start with it too.
It's true. It's obviously true.
I don't know why it was jam though.
Jam? I don't, and I've never heard of strawberry and melon jam. That's just not even a thing. There is no such thing. That was made up, obviously.
Challenge you.
The sauce boss is lying to everybody.
Artemis says you're Dr. Robotnik, and Nostalgix is going to be fun. We're going to open up some of that stuff. We're also going to be talking about some MetaZoo. We're also going to be potentially talking about some Pokemon, and potentially some other stuff. And Sudan is gone.
All right, bye, Sudan.
Bye. But yeah, so
yes.
There he is.
Oh, there is Dr. Robotnik.
Slight resemblance, I guess. I mean, we're both round, I guess.
Are you gonna let
if you
that
had
grow
sunglasses on, you'd look way more the part.
I need to get waxes or something to like actually make it do what it's doing, but yeah. I am a Sonic the Hedgehog fan. You know, that's my original. Mario sucks compared to him. I was a Genesis guy. Yeah. Sonic.
I don't know, but the resemblance is uncanny.
It's because I'm round like him, you know. I get it.
Being round does help.
Mm-hmm. But
I guess
Nostalgix, lots of cool stuff there.
We've got some Nostalgix. So the question is, do y'all want to see the Nostalgix opening right now, or do we want to make the folks wait?
Ooh.
Do we want to make them wait?
Good question.
Ooh, and if
we
you guys
want to
have
start
any
off
questions,
hot or end hot.
And you guys have any questions that you want to ask us, now is your chance to do it, because we don't do these lives. We're supposed to be doing them more often, but our schedules just don't always mesh well.
Yeah, it's
really hard
enough being four guys together for a recorded session.
We adults. We adults. He got family. I saw mine. He got job.
True.
I mean, we all got jobs, but busy.
I mean,
feel free to ask those questions you may have burning.
None of us on this podcast currently, live off the government.
Freeload.
Yeah,
we off.
None of us out here freeloading.
I'm in Bobert country. I can't do that.
Smart. All right. So we actually last week we talked about Nostalgix pretty heavily because we went through all of the cards that are in the set that's basically come out already.
Gorgeous cards.
Gorgeous cards. Yes. The Kickstarter stuff, a lot of people have received it. I am still waiting for mine, unfortunately, but I know that they were sending those out in bits and pieces and stuff. So, but I'm still waiting for mine. Hopefully it'll arrive soon, and we'll see. But we did talk about that stuff last week. And I know that over in Europe, in the UK, Nostalgix already released, so that was pretty awesome. Mm-hmm. So they got it already, and we are going to be getting it along with Canada on the 17th. Now, interestingly enough, Canada was supposed to get it the same day as the UK, which was on the 1st, if I'm not mistaken, and they got pushed back to the 15th or to the 17th. I'm not sure if that had, what that had to do with. I'm not sure if it was a distribution issue or potentially because when we talked about it on the podcast, which is very highly likely, we talked about it on the podcast and we were like, how come Canada's getting it first? They're literally right next to it. They're on top of us and they're getting it first. So maybe Nostalgix was like, hey, you know what? These guys on the podcast, they make sense. They make sense. And then the poor Canadians are like, oh man!
Right, yeah. Now you just
we're Canadian. We're just gonna take it. We'll take it.
I gotta launch some maple syrup at us. I mean, come on,
dude. They wouldn't. They wouldn't do that.
I'll just get some flapjacks and catch it.
What's going on, Micro? How you doing? High 187's in the house. Howdy.
Yeah. How you doing, guys? Welcome.
Hopefully everybody's having a really good day.
This podcast does have a huge amount of pull. Yeah, you're right.
Our pull is so great that we have
whiskey.
Pushed back the launch of Nostalgix in Kent. No, it probably had nothing to do with us at all.
We like to think we have that kind of pull, but
we may
just be living in the house.
We might have that kind of power. I mean, my mustache started curling up. I'm so powerful.
Did you not see the thumbnail with the Sith Lord suit on, just holding up the Cardboard Addicts podcast logo like the master Sith Lord he is?
I am the master of something.
So, anyways, we did talk heavily about Nostalgix, so we are going to be opening some. I am going to be opening the Secret Shards today, but we are going to do that right now. How about that?
I'm the master of cleaning my glasses.
Let's just roll into it.
Look at that. They clean.
Let's do it. Let's just jump right into this deal right here.
Now, what's the deal with these secret shards? Give the crowd a little bit of an a dated Christian history. I don't know why that said that, but you know.
So Secret Shards is like a special mini subset that they have been doing for some time now. Basically, it is a monthly subscription. So you can go on their website and you can subscribe. And basically, every month you get a set of different cards. I believe it's 7 cards total. And, or actually, was it last month was 8, right?
They officially said it could be 7 to 10 cards, but I think
7 to 10 cards.
So they're counting down. So the last one was 8. The next one's going to be
no,
6.
no. Sorry, the not the last one. The one before that was 8.
Because that would have been wicked.
I don't remember. I don't remember what the last one was.
Release like here's 10,
last one was
9,
6.
8,
I think
7.
it only had 7 as well.
Okay, so this one has 7. And so also I did want to show these off because I got these from the really awesome MJ over at Nostalgix, and just kind of wanted to go over these. Big shout out to MJ. MJ, by the way, if you are not following Nostalgix _MJ, I believe it is.
I think that's what
Nostalgix _MJ on Instagram. You really should, because MJ does a lot of really cool giveaways. And on her live streams there on Instagram, and they're fantastic. They're very entertaining. They're fun to watch, and she does a great job with that. So, she's been giving out like the day 0 cards, so it's really cool. She'll do like kind of like a box break type of thing, but it's a giveaway. So, you get free cards. Why not?
Whiskey
unless you're Ren, who gets like, all the good cards from somebody else, whereas we have our man Grumpy who pulls all the good cards himself.
Well, the difference is that Grumpy's opened a box and I haven't, so. But I'm going to show some of those good cards here in a little bit. But Whiskey asked, how easy is it to pick up and play? I don't know if you guys have attempted to play or look into it yet. I've not played it. I've watched the video that they officially put out on it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem like it's that complicated. Like, MetaZoo, in my opinion, was harder to learn than I think Nostalgix is going to be. So,
is this kind of on the lines like Magic, maybe? I don't know what it's like similar to. I forget which ones, because I know we had Primal last week.
It pulls from. I think it pulls from a lot of different TCGs, but it's a lot of its own game too. Yeah, so it's not like MetaZoo was pretty comparable to Magic in the way it plays and all that, but I don't think it's like that.
Or is this could be the Eevee? Is the Stackafox the Eevee and the
I think that's
Golden Frog is the Pikachu?
I think
that's
Stackafox
really popular.
I think Takun is the one that's more like Pikachu.
Which one? Oh, well, I was just saying, like, in popularity. Oh, no, so the Charizard is the frog.
No, the Charizard is like... So the booster box dragon is like the Charizard.
Right.
The Lucky Frog is more or less like the face of, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. So it's weird.
Okay.
Yeah, Takun.
Takun. It's like a raccoon with a cleaver.
It makes me think of Fooly.
What more could you want?
Did you ever watch that anime, Fooly Cooley?
I have no idea what
never
that
is.
FLCL. It's an amazing anime. Changed my life. It's 6 episodes long. It's amazing. I recommend it. And
really,
there's one of the main characters gets called Takun all the time. So that just made me think of that. So
interesting.
Yes, it is.
So for those of you that have not ever seen a Secret Shards opening, this is basically what you get. It's a little box. Again, there's only... I believe Grumpy did one. And if you guys want to go see a really good opening, which was actually a fantastic box, a Grumpy Charizard on his Twitch channel just opened up a box and pulled absolute fire.
Oh, like just straight heat.
Unbelievable box.
A lot of these boxes from Nostalgic are pretty good. They don't have like a set pull rate or anything, and you're not guaranteed any kind of cards, but man, his box was spicy for sure.
And he was also saying, like, packaging wise, it was like pristine, like quality, like very well packaged. It felt really good on the outside, according to Grumpy, and it's pretty cool to hear his review. So go check it out once you're done with this live.
Yeah. So these secret shards
absolutely.
are pretty cool. They're different from the main series set, and why they're worth the money for the monthly subscription is all these cards in here, although there's only a handful of them, they're all alternate art cards. So the only way to get this art is through this, and they're all full art.
Which ones are currently available? You said? Did you say that?
Right now, this one right here is the newest one. It's number 7.
And then you can still pick up the old ones, right?
You also get a really high quality box as well.
Right.
I did take a chunk out of the corner there with my super duper blade, but
Raptor Claw.
I mean, the Raptor Claw is unbelievably sharp, so it will slice through just about anything. But it opens up like this, kind of like a little jewelry box kind of thing, and it's actually pretty cool. There's an insert in here that literally makes it like just kind of
jewelry box style.
Yeah, that's
how cool is that?
That's nice.
That's cool. It's like a little extra touch, you know what I mean? Because they could have just made it like be inside the box, and then you got to go in there.
That's some high quality customer service type shit. That's great.
That's some high quality H2O. But yeah, I mean, I like it.
Up on hit. No, because I don't think they knew who we were when everybody pledged on Kickstarter. So
yeah,
and Grumpy's the only one who's gotten his boxes so far to open them up. But I mean, we're not big enough to be like sponsored or anything by anybody.
But you did actually, Ren. You did get some stuff on your channel, right? From
that's actually a perfect example. I was sent
MJ
a couple
sent you
packs.
some stuff.
Yeah, I was sent a couple packs from MJ, who's their PR person. And I did not pull a single hollow. I got all non-hollow packs. So, if anything, they sent me the wrong ones.
The wrong ones. Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
No, these guys are very good about not doing that kind of stuff. So, like I said, we're not partnered up with them or anything like that. We have no affiliation with them.
We just really like this stuff.
These guys are weird, but I haven't. I think I got a promo card that Grumpy sent me from one of the collecticons that he attended, and he picked up a couple promos. We'd love to, but yeah, we've gotten we've had a few things, and we have videos out about that. Check our channel out and which ones that have actually sent us stuff. For the most part, though, we spend our hard earned money on this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we want to support. We're putting it out there for everybody to see, and saying like these are reasons X, Y, and Z. You should support them, but.
And these are the ones you're sending these in?
No.
Yeah, look at these cards. I mean, they're gorgeous.
Yeah, these are really nice.
That's a void rare, right?
It's in the style of a void rare, but it's not actually a void rare. But that is what they kind of look like. The void rares are the ones you can pull from the booster boxes, though, the main set.
The art is just cool.
Yeah.
Now, Zaba's just... He did a quality before he did this. But, man, these are great.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hollow is really nice on them. It's got a nice
it's got a
shine
very nice
to
shine
them.
to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how it's like that spotlight hollow, too.
Right. It's kind of interesting. When you look at them really, really closely, and if you compare them to, like, Pokemon... do you remember the hollows way back when it was like the XY, where it was like you could see like little dots, sort of like.
Are you talking about like that confetti hollow or whatever?
Yeah.
Just the print. Like the print is, you could kind of like see that it's very similar to like the XY hollow.
Oh, nice.
It's really interesting. Mariga.
Looks like another void rare. It's just because of the style.
Yeah, it's just
they're all alternate arts in this set, which is really cool.
You look at that one, Shiga.
Yeah, so I just think it's really cool. It's like you said, Ren. They're exclusive to this set, so it's not like you can get these anywhere else. They are a little pricey, but you do get some beautiful cards. So
You're
they're
sending
worth
that
it.
one
They're
to me,
totally
right?
worth it.
no, definitely worth it in my opinion.
Now-
And the other thing is also, and this is what I did. I actually did pause my subscription for the last one, which was number 6. I did pause my subscription for that one because, well, one, my money situation, and two, the art on those, there was not like, I mean, they were nice, but there wasn't any card that really, really stood out for me that I was like, oh, I absolutely need that. And
Right.
since I was having money issues, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to pause the subscription for this month and then get the next one. So I did skip one. I probably would not have had I started off from the very first one. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I would have gotten the first set all the way through, I wouldn't have stopped because then I would have had
It's
all
different
of the
at that
sets.
point.
But I'm not going to be able to complete them since I started at
5.
5.
Yeah, we
I
started.
started at 5. Yeah, I started at 5. So I'm never going to complete them. So I figure, I mean, I could just skip whichever ones I don't want. But I did skip last month. So you can also do that. If there's a particular month that you don't really, doesn't
Another
stand out.
streaming service. No, I'm just kidding.
If you're a completionist type, though, just know that these are limited. They only make, I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe it's only 1,000 boxes of each Secret Shard set. So if you really do want them, and they usually preview and tease off some of the cards for the next set before
that's
you can buy them.
Seraph. Did you get a Seraph somewhere? Were you showing that just a minute ago? A
Yeah,
Seraph? That one was
Oh, is it Shiga?
I think you're talking about Evangeline.
Seraph though. I thought I saw Seraph recently. I don't know. Maybe
that's-
Oh,
the
no,
one-
you did. So Grumpy pulled this one as a void rare.
Yeah, I was gonna say Grumpy got the void rare version of it, but
that's right.
it's gonna be one of the gold cards.
There you go.
Yeah.
So Grumpy on his Twitch channel, that should still be up there, but he pulled this card as a void rare, and
That
it
is
looks phenomenal.
Such a great.
Poor Grumpy sitting there going, his got delivered the day after going on vacation. Buddy, I hope it's still there when you come back.
Hey, my Power Ranger
real.
sat outside for a month, so
That's true. Yeah, I don't. That still
You never
blows
know.
my mind how you got that still.
You
in an
never
area
know.
where I've had packages stolen.
That's
I had
know.
seriously, I had my Ultra Ball and my Great Ball stolen off the front porch.
Wow.
Gee,
That's
well,
just-
maybe it
that's
was a
kinda
mailman.
crazy.
You never know.
And that's when I got the second. They did the replacements. They were resealed. That's these ones up here, the resealed ones. I did the video, I think, on
Dang.
nice right here. But yeah, they ended up had like Hidden Fates, the Mew collection promo code in it. It was a whole ordeal. It was fun.
Those are
I never got a
little
refund.
Fun surprises.
I never got a refund.
So for Secret Shards 8, by the way, they're doing a different hollow pattern. They said they've got a different type of foiling, and it's supposedly gonna look like much better. So it's kind of already got me hyped for Secret Shards 8.
Yeah,
Man,
have they put it up on the site yet? I don't think they have. I don't think 8
don't
is
think
on the
so.
site yet.
I don't
No, they
think
still
so
have
because
7
these
up
ones,
here.
some people haven't even gotten their 7s yet. So I think it is probably gonna be a week or two before we start seeing some new ones.
Yeah.
But I mean, look at
Yeah,
these.
you could
All these
still-
look phenomenal.
Yeah,
I
you
like-
can still order. You can get, or you can order Secret Shard 6 if you wanted. This is the one I skipped. Not that I didn't like it, because there are some really nice cards on there, but
I'm
you
probably
just
gonna
didn't-
Miles. Them.
Welcome,
didn't
sir.
stand out. Huh?
Hey,
I love-
come on, Miles.
I love that friend. I'm like in love with that card.
Which one?
Scroll up the friend.
Friend.
Oh yeah.
I'm it's adorable. I can't. That one wins for me.
It reminds
Nice.
me of like an alien version of Groot. I don't know why.
Isn't Groot an alien?
Well, I mean, like he's a tree though. Like this, he's not a tree. He's like
He's
an alien.
Yeah, but he's an alien tree.
Yeah, but you guys are taking this way too deeply. I'm just saying, on the outside, on the looks, appearance alone, he looks more like an alien than a tree.
Grumpy, it was
Gotcha.
102 outside today. I am not having any kind of fire at all. And I love fire. Dude.
Suit on the
Seriously.
pyro.
But yes, thank you, Miles. I appreciate it. It's still in progress. I'm working on it. But thank you. Thanks for stopping by, sir.
Well, yeah, there you go. So as Ren mentioned earlier, limited to 1,000 packs of each series. So they are, they're pretty
$50,
pretty rare. Yeah, I believe the $50 is for.
I think it's if you buy a one-time box.
Yeah,
because the subscription I think is only $35 per month.
Well, I believe this one. So the price does go up.
$6.
The price does go up once you pass the monthly. So if you go to the monthly one, it's $35.99.
Well, with the quality and what they're sending you, it's kind of like you're buying into it. It's kind of like a Kickstarter item. You expect it to be at that realm. It's in there. I mean, as you said, it's a promo, and I mean, I haven't bought into any of this, and I'm having a little bit of FOMO here.
I mean, they're good cards, so
they're cool.
You wish that Pokemon would do something like this. Honestly, maybe not a subscription base, but just some nice cards that people have a chance to actually get.
Oh God, they can't even keep up with regular things, man. They don't need to start a subscription thing.
Yeah, I don't want any more subscriptions. I'll be honest with you. This one was actually pretty hard for me to get, just because I'm like, do I really want to subscribe to something else? And then I gave in because the cards looked so good, and I was like,
I was gonna say I felt that way, and I was kind of apprehensive until I received my first box of them, and then I was like, oh yeah, no, these are well worth the price.
That's kind of like I bought. What was it? I bought some sort of specialty item, and I'm like, I regret getting that, and then it came in, but I can't remember what it was, so I shouldn't even said something. So, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, the Nostalgix stuff looks pretty cool. We are hoping to have MJ from the Nostalgix team on here on the podcast at some point soon. We have been in talks with MJ, so hopefully that'll materialize. I know it's going to be harder to get Zob on, but if we can get MJ on here at least,
yeah. Well, I mean, with the whole release of the TCG, Zaba's a busy man right now. But hey, listen, if you guys like Nostalgix, you like what you're seeing, make sure to go check them out. But then tell them the Cardboard Addicts podcast sent you guys. Let's make some noise. Let them know that we are pushing them and all that. Who knows? Maybe they'll make some surprise appearances on here.
Yeah, would be cool. Yeah, they need to. It's just, you understand they're busy, but it's like, we want to talk to you. We have questions.
I know it is hard when you really enjoy something. You're like, oh man, we gotta get them on.
It's been fun having all the different TCG people on, so we look at it. I'm looking forward to Vanquishers. That stuff.
Yes, Vanquishers is looking great. They're definitely looking great. I mean, I'll tell you what, I kind of want to learn how to play a lot of these card games now, and I'm just like, I don't know how I'm going to learn how to play them all. You know what I mean? Like, it's so much. I'm kind of
in the same boat, except for MetaZoo. I'm sorry that on that one, it's just I don't like the whole fourth wall thing. I'm like, I'm good. I don't want to move except for my arms and stuff. And it just doesn't. I mean, I want something more Magic or Pokemon style when it comes to the gameplay on it.
Yeah, I like.
Thanks, Miles.
When it comes to gameplay, I do like how Pokemon does theirs. Probably, better than all these other major TCGs so far. But I mean, Magic the Gathering is easy to pick up, and so I see why MetaZoo went the route they did with making their gameplay, because it is easier to pick up. They spiced it up with the fourth wall stuff, but if you can play Magic, you can play MetaZoo type thing.
I mean,
I've never played Magic.
But you still picked up on MetaZoo fairly quick, I would say. I did. In that first tournament, it may not have gone really great for you or anything like that, but you were playing at a level that, was better than some other people I played that just started, so.
That's good, I guess. Well, I mean, I guess the difficult part is just trying to remember all the little details, because like you said, MetaZoo's got a lot more to it, but it's not just the fourth wall stuff. It's just all of the different icons and all of the like. It's learning a new language literally because
Well, I learned
you've got to learn
Digimon.
all these new cards.
Digimon was a lot of new things to learn because there's different stuff to it. And even then, as the game started coming out, the meta changed, the meta evolved, new cards started at changing how things were. And it kind of got to the point where, like, you say with Pokemon, it's got to the point where it was like the meta changed so much, I don't know what's going on. But the reason why I would love to learn these, but I don't for your sake, because if I did learn that, I would be the most powerful of all time, and you guys would all lose facing me because.
Here we go. Here we go.
All right. Well, hey, you know what I did end up buying, Ren? We talked about it earlier today. Is I did get some of the Lord of the Rings stuff.
You did buy them?
I did. I bought the first set, which is I think they had republished it or revisited or whatever, so they like reprinted it basically. So I bought that.
Now, are you talking about the booster box version, like Decipher from early 2000s? Or are you talking like the actual collectible, playable game that's modern?
The current game that's still going, actually. It's kind of a board game. I mean, it's not considered... okay, so they don't consider it a collectible card game because there's no gamble aspect to it. Everything is pre-built. It's a living card game, right? Everything's already pre-built, so you've got the decks that come with the box. So like you get a box, kind of like a board game, and then you've got all of the a deck of cards or 2 decks of cards, and then you get a bunch of like other cool stuff with it. And then you can buy expansions. Like from there you could buy like there's a ton of them, and then there's also like a ton of starter decks and stuff like that, so like you could use those instead. And so I ended up buying the original box, which is a reprint, but it's the original box. And then I also got the Rohirrim starter deck because like the Rohirrims are like my favorite in Lord of the Rings.
So
Did you play Lord of the Rings online ever?
I played a little bit of Lord of the Rings online. I didn't really get too far.
They just celebrated their 15-year anniversary like just recently,
and it's free.
Still releasing stuff.
It's free.
Well, I mean, I'm actually still playing Final Fantasy 11 that came out in 2002 2002. Yeah. So I can play that. That one's one that I haven't tried. The Lord of the Rings one, but I have a quick question for you since we're on the Lord of the Rings. I wanted to go on record. You like the new show? On the spot.
Ooh, pressure.
I have different feelings about the new show.
Okay, I will leave it at that.
Let's talk about it. We can talk about it.
Wait, have you seen it, Sudan?
I have not yet.
Okay, I haven't either.
Miss Marvel.
I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys. But
I'm actually pretty hype about it.
I mean,
I forgot it was a thing until Zen mentioned the world 2 days ago.
Golly. I heard Sauron.
Yes, Elrond is supposedly in there. It's not the real Elrond, but there is a version of Elrond that's in the show. Yes,
I've seen some of those memes. I'm just like,
Galadriel is in there as the main character. So she's the main character. She is definitely not the same character that we know from Lord of the Rings.
But it's supposed to take place like
hundreds of years
before
yes.
the Lord of the Rings series. So I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Sauron hasn't turned. He's still an elf, right? Or is it right after Sauron's death? Like,
we haven't seen. No, I think this is before Sauron.
Because there was mention of him in the trailer. I don't know.
Yeah, that could be from a future episode that we haven't seen yet, too.
Could be wrong.
Not any food, I'm a hobbit. Merry Harry Potter, I'm a hobbit.
You know what I find...
I was just going to ask you, Zen, with that game, though, the LCG you have, is that something you can play online with people or anything like that? Or is it strictly like you have to sit down with somebody?
Is it on tabletop?
I think so. It's kind of like a tabletop. It actually there is a tabletop version of it, the TTS. simulator. I think there's a tabletop simulator version of it.
I might have to download that. We might have to play some games.
I know.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of interesting, but the really cool thing that I found really interesting was the fact that you could actually play by yourself. It's 1 player to 4 players. So,
Really?
and then, so it's basically like, I guess it's like, without actually ever playing it, I could pretty much sum it up as it being kind of like a easy starter kit for like Dungeons and Dragons, sort of. You know what I mean? Like, it's already there for you. The cards are already there for you. Like,
honestly, it's probably a good way to get people into it too. Is market it as you can play by yourself. Imagine if Pokemon had something where you could play by yourself and not have to go out. I mean, people would probably get into it big time.
I could make anything a single player game as long as I want to cheat.
Hey, listen, the other day I played a match of MetaZoo by myself because I was testing out my deck, and I was like, I'm going to put these 2 decks against each other, but I ended up cheating, and the deck that I wanted to win ended up winning because I cheated. But the point is, like, I think it's really cool because it's like a board game, but at the same time you can play by yourself, and you're like, hey, you know, I'm going to play some Lord of the Rings. It's kind of like if you had a video game, right? And you know how, like, in some video games, like, you could do your campaign. It's kind of like that. But when you play with other people, what I thought was really cool is you're not playing against them. They're actually your companions. So
all of you are trying to achieve the same goal.
So it's like D&D.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hard.
So the way I see it is it's like an easier version of D&D because you're being provided everything in the box, and you're being provided the storyline, you're being provided everything. Like, it's kind of just there already for you, whereas D&D you kind of have to make it up as you go, sort of, you know? I mean, I know there's a lot of stuff already created for D&D and you can kind of go by the books and stuff like that, but it feels a lot more involved than this game, right? So I thought it was pretty cool, and I picked it up and I was like, you know, I like Lord of the Rings. I'm going to, you know, it is my favorite trilogy of all time. So
there you go.
We're not going to talk about The Hobbit.
He's got some reservations.
The movies, I've seen The Hobbit and I've seen Smaug. I have not seen The Five Armies. Because stuff happened and I still haven't seen it because it's hard to. You want to watch.
You've seen 2 of the 3 movies of the Hobbit trilogy, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and I'm like, it sucks. It's like, it's just like when I want to watch an anime. It's never all on just one streaming service or one availability. Like,
They're all on Amazon Prime.
I don't have Amazon Prime.
Well,
or you could just have the movies or rent the movies or something, and you could probably go on Redbox and find them and rent them out for like $2.
You could go to Redbox.
Anyways, if I had to give the new Rings of Power the first 2 episodes, I'm going to go with the first 2 episodes because those are the ones I've seen. I've actually seen them twice each because I wanted to find out if, like, it got better the second time around. You know what I mean? Like, because sometimes you miss things and you're like, that didn't make any sense the first time around. Or
that goes along with my review process. Whenever I see a movie, I can't give a genuine review unless I've seen that movie or show twice. Because you miss stuff the first time around. And sometimes things, after you see a second or third episode, the first time you watch it again, okay, now I see what they're trying to do because it's not as disjointed. So, like, you have to see it twice before it. You know, I have a couple people like, no, I can see it once and get everything. But I call BS on that, dude.
Yeah.
No.
if I had to give it a score, I'd probably give the first episode maybe a 6, and then the second episode maybe a 6.5 out of 10.
It's not too shiny. It's not too bright.
No, they're mediocre. Now, I am not treating them as part of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, right? I'm trying to separate the shows from what we know about Lord of the Rings in the future, because I don't want this to ruin Lord of the Rings for me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to separate it. I'm like, It's kind of like a fan video, fan show or something like that. A fan made
It's a
show.
fanfic.
It's a fan flick. It's not real. But if it turns out to be really awesome and it actually gets better, then yes. But I don't want to be disappointed. So I'm kind
Every
of
series should get a 3-episode treatment before you decide to drop it.
Yeah, I am definitely not dropping it
thumb.
yet. It's a little slow, however, and I know there's a lot of bad reviews about the show. It's a little bit slow, but that's expected in a show for the first couple of episodes because you got to build the world, right? There's world building, there's character building, there's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah.
And this is not one of those shows where it's like just one character. There's so many different characters involved that you kind of have to get that character building for each one. The only problem I have, well, not the only problem, one of the main problems I have with the show is that a lot of times these shows make the main character very unlikable. And I find that Galadriel is extremely unlikable in the first episode. Like I wanted them to I wanted the troll to her.
Holy.
Well, obviously, it's not much of a spoiler. It doesn't happen. We already know that.
Yeah, well, we already know that she doesn't die. Yeah, she doesn't die. Maybe she does. Maybe she dies and she comes back to life. Who knows?
It's fanfic. You never know. Gandalf died and he came back as the White.
So one of the big things that I have about this show in particular is the elves, to me, just don't seem like the elves of Lord of the Rings. They're basically just humans with pointy ears in this show. They're not larger than life.
No heightened senses or abilities.
No, well, and they kind of
There's
do,
an elegance or like an aura about elves. That
yes. Yes.
Every time to be high.
Every time you see, like in Lord of the Rings in the original trilogy, when a new elf comes into the scene, there's like that aura around them. There's Galadriel has that aura. You see Elrond
plays in the background.
Elrond's very like sophisticated and like they all look very sophisticated, but they all look tough too. Like Elrond looks like a tough character in Lord of the Rings.
But not so much in this one.
In this one, he's kind of like, he's just like.
It looks like a hobbit.
He's just, he's different.
No, now, Grumpy, I just want you to know that's not news. Every weekend is a Harry Potter weekend on some channel somewhere. Harry Potter is always on. Yeah.
I know, and here I am with you guys. Like, what's going on?
I shut it off last night. I was over at my parents' house for the weekend, and I had to shut it off right before Dobby dies. I was like, oh, no. I'm not dealing with that again.
Dobby.
He's annoying, but still,
I'm not dealing with this for the 700th time.
No.
It's too much.
They should have put those movies together. Well, actually, they should have done all the movies split.
What? This is why we didn't have you on tonight. He said, I don't know if I can ever put myself through Lord of the Rings. Like, what is wrong with you, my guy? First, you won't watch Star Wars. Now you won't watch Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Ring? Well, you know what, though? It depends, because there's some people that aren't really into fantasy stuff like that. So I kind of get it.
But there's fighting and death and monsters and mayhem.
He's into Harry Potter.
It's like
he is into Harry Potter. Yeah, it basically is.
It's not really an excuse for him. He's just...
And people don't start dying until the last movie. It's actually they start dying from the first moment. You know? It's Harry Potter for adults, just minus the kid with the curse mark.
Death all around.
Yes. So this is the one that I got, which is the revised core set, which is the main, the first set that came out.
Yes,
they just kind of did a revision of it, and so I got that one.
Art? Is it just like random artists, or is it like kind of they take it from something like?
No, it is actual art. It's not like movie pictures.
Okay.
So, yeah. It's actual art, which is really cool.
Are these from like the old books, or just like new art was commissioned for each card? I'm like, these are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, so like a lot of the characters look like the characters from Lord of the Rings, like the actual actors. So you can tell that, I mean, they
It's
kind of,
Ghibli.
like Gandalf looks a lot like
Gandalf's the
Gandalf,
Grey.
like in the show, in the
Yeah,
Yeah,
movies.
he's great right now.
He is
And
great,
there's
yeah.
the spider that they neglected.
I
to
do
put
hate
in.
that spider. Wait, the spider's in the third movie.
Yeah, but like they cut parts of the stuff with the spider from the first movie. There was supposed to be stuff.
Oh, we didn't want to see that. Spiders suck.
Well, I mean, there's they did a good job for what they had, except for the car that they left in the editing.
Yeah.
But these movies were. I mean, the books take over like 20 years.
Yeah.
So it's like they get.
I mean, they were massive books, so
Yeah.
This art. And did you say if there was on tabletop? I didn't remember if you said it was.
I believe it's on Tabletop Simulator, or at least there's a version of it from somebody created it. I don't know if they did or. If
So
somebody
Reynold
else
teaches
created
how to play, and then we'll do a tournament.
I mean, Zen's the man that's got it all right now, so he might have to teach us.
I won't. I don't have it yet. I ordered it today, so I won't
you're
have
one
it for
step
a while.
ahead of me. But I'm gonna probably look into getting it here pretty soon too. Especially if I know you got it and you're gonna play, I'll probably get it to play.
Should be pretty interesting. So, yeah, hopefully it's fun. I didn't really look into it very much. I was like, I'm just gonna buy it. We'll see what happens. So
It looks good. How are the cards, though? Have you touched them yet?
no, I haven't.
He just said he hasn't gotten it.
I just ordered it.
If you've had
No.
any like in the past or anything like that, because
No.
Well, I had to ask though if it was like the LCG or the booster box, because back here I have one of the original booster boxes of the original trading card game Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
So I don't know if you guys ever
from the movies
seen these. I still have some packs left too.
Oh wow, nice.
So
Are those scenes from the movie?
I think so.
They look like.
I tell you what, I can open one right now if you want.
Oh boy.
I
Live
don't really
opening.
remember. It's been like 2 years since I opened a pack of these.
So how much do these cost?
Well, back in 2019 or early 2020 when I bought it, it was only like $40 for the box.
Oh, that's pretty good. It's probably.
But now,
like
now they're
$6,000.
about 150 or so. So
That's still not
there's
bad.
there's the back. Ooh, there we go.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
Nice.
Trying
they
not
feel?
to like put my. They feel like every other card. I mean, honestly,
They're made by Decipher.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
So-
they're probably a lot like the Star Wars and Star Trek cards.
I can't get it without that like glare on there, but
Oh yeah, your ring light.
maybe if I do it like this, there we go.
Wiggle
There
it.
you go, yeah. Wiggle it.
So I mean,
Okay, so it does have some art. It's not just
yeah, some of them are art. Some of them do look like they're screen captures. Yeah, that one's definitely
Yeah.
art. Definitely has like actual TCG stuff to it.
mhm.
I never really looked into why it died. It's probably just like not as much of a fan base.
Walk.
I can't imagine there not being a fan base for it.
It's
Lord of the
punch.
Rings is pretty huge.
Not like but I mean, think of Harry Potter. It had a huge fan base, but it didn't have enough to keep a card game going.
Yeah. I guess
No goblins here, just goblins.
it also really depends on the gameplay as well, right? But like
Yeah, I don't know which one
So
was the rare.
the living card game, I wonder if I mean I know it's a different company that makes them.
Oh,
so-
this was the rare, by the way. It was non-hollow.
It's a
Oh, okay.
troll. You just
There
got
you go.
trolled.
You just got
Yeah, seriously.
Trolled by that pack.
That's so
a
yeah,
nerd.
That's pretty cool.
I think that's pretty cool.
Lord of the Rings has always been pretty cool.
Yeah, I that's the reason why I bought it back when I did, is because I was like, I didn't know Lord of the Rings had cards. They're actually pretty sweet.
Wicked.
I wish I would have bought more boxes, because there's like 4 or 5 different sets, and they were all like $30 to $40. I wish I would have bought one of each box, because some of them, there's like one of the sets is the Two Towers. It's like $300 now, and I'm like, I'm not.
Well, I'm
committed
gonna
to that.
have to go look them up, right? I'm gonna do that, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
do
gonna
it. The only place, well, besides eBay, the only place I knew that was doing it was
Hey, the sprinklers are working.
Hills. Is it Hills, TCG, or Hills?
Hills are filled with the sound
12 packs.
Hills
Oh, they have like draft boxes, I guess. Draft pack booster box.
I mean, like I said, it was
just drafts.
Oh, here we go.
They're not that bad. They're like 100 and.
Well, the Shadows booster box, which is the pack I just opened, they have it listed for 140. You can get terrible. The Fellowship of the Ring for 115. Return of the King is 200. Siege of Gondor is about 150. So, I mean, they've come down a little bit in price, but
yeah. I mean, I figured pretty much all cards were gonna come down anyways, right? So,
I mean, if these keep coming down to where they're like $60, $50 again, I might buy some more, but probably not until then. Oh, you know what? The Two Towers they have on sale right now for $95.
Oh, there you
go. So you could pick that up.
Yeah, I might just end up getting me some Lord of the Rings TCG. How are the hollows on there? Have you pulled any hollows?
I did. They were pretty basic. I really wish I had one on me to show, but I mean they're somewhere in my storage collection. They're pretty basic. There's nothing flashy about them. It's literally just like, so if this is the card here, it's literally just like the background is that standard cheap holofoil where it just looks like shiny tin foil. It doesn't really have like any kind of design on it or anything like Pokemon does.
That might explain why they died out.
Yeah. I mean,
Decipher,
when you compare it to other TCGs at the time, yeah.
I've noticed that a lot of the stuff that Decipher makes kind of just dies off.
Yo, what's up, MJ?
Yeah, what's going on, MJ?
But I was muted.
Oh, MJ, we opened up the secret shards. So
you opened that up Zen's
a little bit earlier. Open that up.
Live opening.
It was pretty awesome.
Wicked stuff.
Very much enjoyed the. I'm gonna put myself up here.
Don't put on the Charlie Brown shirt.
Very much enjoyed.
Who's gonna realize I got rid of that thing when I moved in May? What a jerk! Should have.
Very cool.
Wear Charlie Brown.
Yeah, Shiga.
So, but yeah, I a lot of the stuff that Decipher has come out with, for whatever reason, just doesn't last very long, which is very interesting because they've had some really big IPs, like Lord of the Rings. Decipher has had Star Wars. They've had Star Trek. They've had who else? Oh, they've done Marvel stuff. They had Mega Man. What else? I feel like they've had so many huge IPs, and they never last. I don't know what.
I think it was the company. I don't think they marketed them very well. And back then, you got to think in the early 2000s, man, it was all about Magic. That was when Pokemon was kind of dying out, and they had to do like those promo packs and whatnot to get people back into it. And I think it was just a combination of they were putting out so much at a time during a time where people were kind of getting out of that like card scene. So
gotta look at Zaba's story. Hold on.
Yeah, MJ, I was telling them about some of the new holofoils and stuff on Secret Shards 8, trying to hype some people up. I'm hyped myself.
I was my roommate when we went to the fan expo at in Denver, and back in July, there was a guy there that had he was making wallets and stuff out of old TCGs and old cards, and she picked up a Star Trek wallet. It's a little folding wallet that has just the old. Really? I don't know and I'm like, that's interesting. I think they may have just taken just like the sleeves, put the cards in there, and just like ironed them, sealed or whatever, and then cut them out and say it's a wallet. I'm like, hey, that works.
That's kind of a cool idea, though. I mean, honestly,
it is a pretty wicked. You should 3D print them now.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna learn a lot of things about 3D printing here pretty soon.
That one's a pain in the butt.
Making wallets, or are you talking about the actual printer?
The printer.
I don't know. I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, wait a minute. We getting
hold
a
on,
little
we got
sneak
some more.
peek here?
Are we allowed to show this? Can we show
Is
this?
that the new holofoil?
That's the new holofoil. Oh, hold on. That looks freaking awesome.
Man. Oh,
I
man.
like the pumpkin frog.
What?
Okay, so that's cool because they're using the hollow foil from like the hollow cards, right? They're using these hollow foil in the void rare alternate art.
Move
That
over,
looks cool.
Seance.
Hey,
We're
the
about
whole
this
pack is a
one.
Halloween theme. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We are,
I want
we are
this.
all in.
I will actually buy into
Lucky
this.
Frog Witch? Are you
Is this
oh,
safe?
okay. Okay, yeah.
When
No.
when
I'm
is this
sold.
up? When can we get this, MJ? When can we get involved?
It's next month. It's next month's Secret Shards.
Yeah.
That would make sense
Well,
since
it's
that
not,
would be
it's not up
October.
yet on their website, though, so I don't know when it's going to go up for people to buy, but let's make sure that, I got mine before we start telling everybody else about them.
I don't even like Halloween, and I'm excited about that.
Oh,
I've already got my-
pull the Nexus rare. Yeah. There's a new rarity type in Secret Shards 8, too.
Ooh, nice.
Hey, Ricky. Welcome, sir.
I'm
It's
looking
really
forward.
hot here. I'm having an ice cream.
Looking forward to it. Nice. You enjoy that ice cream, good sir.
Yeah, while it lasts.
While it lasts, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
Hopefully
gonna come
you
back
don't.
to haunt you here pretty soon.
Yeah, hopefully you don't have a situation during the episode.
No, it usually takes about an hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But yeah, that looks really cool. I love the hollow on that.
yeah,
and
that
it's
hollow
like-
has me pretty hyped.
It's a full art
Man,
hollow.
I will have extra cash available possibly, and I'm like, do I buy shoes or do I invest in one of these TCGs that look so cool?
I mean, you can go barefoot for a little bit, right?
You can
I've been
bare.
wearing this
You can
new
go
shoes
barefoot.
for- I mean,
Look,
I
at
like.
your people, the hobbits. They are barefoot all the time.
How do you know I'm so short, sir?
He pulls out the Hobbit card.
The hobbits are,
lame.
they're barefoot in all the movies. So why can't you be?
I will embrace. Wow,
Hey,
that's
look,
a faux
dude,
pas.
I will inbred
Well,
myself.
Well,
Even MJ is
embrace
saying you want the nostalgia.
the
You don't want the
hobbits.
shoes.
Because I like food, I like loafing around, and I like smoking, and
Listen, if you walk around barefoot, you'll toughen up, the bottoms of your feet enough to where you won't even need the shoes. There you
Dude, I
go,
don't know.
saving you money in the long run.
dude, you don't have any idea how bad, how Flintstone feet I am, man. I walk all the time on this.
Well, there you go. It shouldn't be a problem.
Except for up
There you
there,
go.
because that's gross. Well, there's storm brushes. Be careful.
Ow. Charlie Brown doesn't need no shoes.
No, Grumpy.
Well,
The Charlie
does
Brown
Rick
shirt
Dr.
is
Robotnik
gone.
choose?
Like, nowhere can it be found. It was thrown away.
No.
It came up to here.
Oh, that does merit throwing it away.
Plus,
I
I didn't
don't
want
know.
to pack it.
I don't know. We got to give the people what they want, right?
Me eating ice cream.
I don't think anybody wanted you to eat ice cream because we know what's
No.
about to happen.
Hey, they don't have to deal with it.
Yellowstone's about to blow.
It's not as actual as consistent as it was. Just so you know, Old Faithful isn't as faithful.
Well, that's probably bad. That means something else is happening.
There, yes.
Yes,
But according to Grumpy, geology is not real.
Hashtag get suit on his shirt back.
So is Grumpy at that weird little Mothman festival thing?
No, he's at a family gathering or something like that.
Same
I think.
thing.
The Mothman Festival hasn't happened yet, I don't believe.
Don't make fun of Allie's family like that.
It's Allie's family? Sorry, Allie, we love you.
It is
Wow.
Allie's family.
Suit on, canceled.
He's at the beach with his box fan. I remember that now.
No, it's nice.
He's a beach man.
Ah.
Beaches are
Anyways.
terrible. That's how you get sand in your shorts. And up your butt crack.
What was that? That's how you get sand in
That's
your.
how- I get sand in my shorts all the time. I don't know what that is,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Sand, it gets everywhere.
It does. I'm not a fan of sand myself. Yeah, the Mothman Festival's in 2 weeks. In fact, let's talk about that real quick here. We've got the Mothman Festival coming up here in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Da-da-da. So MetaZoo takes on Point Pleasant at the Mothman Festival, September 17th and 18th. And basically, they've got some festival shirts, and they've also got some promos, of course, because MetaZoo pretty much makes a promo for every event and everything. So there's that. Just more things I have to buy. Gosh darn it.
Yeah, see, and this is where I was talking about a couple episodes ago, where it's like it's getting to the point where you have to pick and choose what you want and what you're willing to skip. And this is another thing I am willing to skip.
But it's Mothman, so
I mean, it's cool, but
it's like the Charizard of MetaZoo.
Now, depending on its popularity, you kind of take it on with a good thing. I'm assuming Point Pleasant is not a huge tourist spot, except for the fact that Mothman is a thing, and this might actually help them with like that festival being a little bigger.
Tourism.
And it might actually be a good thing for the town. I'll give that positivity for it, but I'm also kind of going, really? Are you gonna do one that like Paul Bunyan Town? Are you gonna do one at?
Well,
see, I don't think would do one.
So this isn't
a would be close to me.
Well, it's not a MetaZoo festival. It's not a MetaZoo.
I don't know. Being there,
they're just going to be there. But the Mothman Festival is something that they do, I guess, at this town.
Right, but the fact that MetaZoo is now a big entity, and they're going to be
they're helping
they
the
will
locals.
be pulling people in to go to it. So, yeah.
I'm
trying to be Grumpy,
nice
it is not close enough for me to go. It's like a 10-hour drive still.
No, I'm saying a nice thing about MetaZoo. Right? Come on.
I need them to do something in the Midwest, man.
I definitely prefer the MetaZoo version of Mothman over the statue version of Mothman.
That thing is just terrifying.
This looks creepy as hell. I don't want anything to do with that thing. And why does it have more abs than I do?
He's got like a 10-pack of abs.
He's got 10-pack of abs. The suit, and he's got like bigger biceps than Grumpy. Look at this. Dude's jacked up.
That's not comic accurate.
No.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I'm being silly. I don't know.
I mean, comic accurate though. I think I'd rather go with the statue in the town that it was designed in.
Not the chibi version.
Found it. I don't know. I mean, maybe chibi.
I mean, it's all right. I do like the promo though. I'll probably try and grab one of those online.
So now, Grumpy, you're in the chat.
Grumpy's
Are you going
flattered.
to this festival? Are you going to go dressed as Mothman?
I didn't actually compliment your bicep. I said that Mothman's got bigger biceps than Grumpy. But I never said how big Grumpy's biceps were. They could literally be non-existent.
I mean, it's bigger than all of our biceps. So he could have said it, for Sudan, for me, for himself, anybody.
I said it has more. It has better six-pack than I do, and I don't have a six-pack. I've got a keg. So, I mean, just saying.
But which one's the life of the party, the six-pack or the keg? I mean, let's be real.
That's right.
I sit in the corner and talk to nobody at parties, so
that's pretty much
joke's on you. I don't even go to parties.
True.
You're lame, dude. I went to so many parties.
I am.
And then talk about like celebrations and stuff like that. There's a Salem Seance release party going on as well. That one's going to be October 29th.
Yep.
And that
is that when? Yeah, that is the official release of Seance.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're only a month and a half-ish now away from Seance, which seems crazy because it feels like UFO literally just came out.
Yeah. Are you going to this one, Ren?
Oh, no, I'm not. Massachusetts is even further away than West Virginia is for me.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All these things are like on the East Coast. I can't go to, man. It's like a day drive just to go there.
He's a Canadian, man. You can't drive places.
I know. We need things up in the cold.
Nobody wants to go there.
That's
I mean, this is going to be a big one, though, right? Like, this is going to be this is gonna be an interesting one. In Salem, it's a pretty popular place to go to see the witches and all that stuff.
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely. I mean, with Halloween on the same day and all that, like this is going to be a huge event.
Yeah,
it's
probably.
guaranteed. And with MetaZoo coming, yeah, they're bringing everybody to the area where all this started. So I mean, like that place is going to be popping.
Yeah.
As much trash as I talk about MetaZoo, I'd have to say, I mean, I feel like they're on a relatively decent 4-month-ish, 5-month-ish schedule. That's not really too much. The thing I would say really kind of makes me kind of really cringy about it, besides, as I said, the quality that I have felt, is the fact that they are promo happy. There's like promo, and it's kind of like, it kind of feels Pokemon-ish, because also Pokemon's all like, here's a promo set, here's a promo set, here's a promo set. And it's really, really kind of overwhelming at times.
Well,
so
but the difference, I kind of agree with like Matt. He, when he says like they're rushing their sets, though, it feels like the sets are. It is every like 3 months or 4 months, whatever it is, to get 3 or 4 sets out a year. But it just feels like it's going too fast. And I think it's because of those promos and everything that kind of like detract from the main sets. And then next thing you know, the next set's here, and you're like, whoa, what happened?
Yeah, kind of interesting to see that, because as like suit on what you were saying was, there's a lot of different promos, and they're kind of like Pokemon, but not really like Pokemon, because the difference between Pokemon and MetaZoo is Pokemon makes promos for like box sets and stuff that comes with packs, and I mean it's all based around the TCG. Whereas MetaZoo's really doing a lot of promos that are like, you got to go buy a shirt from some company that's making, a shirt for them, and it comes with a promo. Or you have to, or you have to like buy a CD, a music CD, or you have to go buy something else. Like there's a bunch of different products, rugs, they did the rugs thing. So it's like a bunch of different products that are not TCG related, but they're doing the promo. It's bringing those companies business, which is nice. I mean, I got to give it to them for that, because that's actually a pretty good thing. They're actually, getting people that are into MetaZoo to buy products from these other companies. So that's actually pretty cool. But for the people that are like trying to get the promos, it's a lot. It is a lot. Mm-hmm. And the biggest thing is all of the stuff that is hard to get or limited is pretty expensive and does not really drop in value. Yeah, well, it doesn't drop in value like we've already seen with all the like most of the other sets except for base set and Nightfall, right? The other sets came out, they dropped in price. UFO is like sitting around less than $80 now per booster box. And it seems like the card values are, just drop on most of these sets. Where they don't drop is all of the special items, all of the special promos, and all of the limited things that they're doing. So
yeah, I'm SOL. Like I will be 100% honest with you guys, and you guys can't throw this beat back in my face, all right? But I really do want the almost said Yogi Bear. Yogi Bear promo, but it's Smokey the Bear.
Smokey the Bear.
I wouldn't mind that one.
Yeah,
it fits.
That's actually a cool promo.
I mean, that's actually a cool one, and it's really not that expensive to get. That's actually one of the cheaper promos that you can get. I mean, like that you don't have to go buy a shirt or anything like that. You kind of just stick to the CCG,
I mean, I want that one. I've also expressed I like the Johnny Appleseed. Also, wouldn't mind getting the John Henry's. So,
yeah.
There are a few things.
I am collecting as many of those Johnny Appleseeds as I can.
I'm interested in some of that stuff, but I mean, I get it. It's like they're throwing everything out. Now, is it a fire sale? Like they don't believe this it's going to last, or are they trying to spread it out so it's everywhere so everybody sees it?
I think that's what it is. I think they're just trying to spread it out so everybody sees. Like
it's a good tactic.
They're trying to hit as many markets as possible, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're trying to touch a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I got a picture for my roommate. I mean, he hears me talk about stuff, but he sent me a picture of a whole shelf covered in MetaZoo one day. They were all like, "Oh, hey, look." People who don't even care about TCGs are sending me stuff about it.
So these are the pack arts for Seance. I don't know what this creature is.
That sounds really weird, Grumpy. Rephrase that.
And then there's this dude. I don't know what that is either, but they
look like
they're
demon face.
Who?
It's a Spender demon.
Oh, wait a minute, Grumpy. What are you talking about? I can collect all the Johnny Appleseed I want, but I'll never have the real thing like you did.
Oh, he's talking about that statue or whatever that he's got.
Damn.
Oh, I'm like, did you kidnap a child that was named Johnny? And like, I was actually kind of concerned for a moment there, my guy.
Well, that's why I was like, you
the
might
real.
want to
He said the
that.
real thing. I'm like, what?
He's got that statue that his dad had or some crap.
Yeah, well, it's not even his. It's his dad. He's living.
Yeah, it's his dad.
Yeah.
Do we need to let Allie know? Hey, it's Sneasel.
Hey, I just want to say, if you guys want a UFO booster box, you can get them on Prodigy right now for $66.
$6.
Wow, nice.
Dancing over the street.
I'm not going over there right now to do that.
I'm just putting it out there. I just wanted to look real quick because I was like, what are they going?
Something I am very excited for, and I hope that I can get my hands on at least one of these decks. But they're doing the playtester decks now, and they do have hollows in them, which is actually pretty cool. The only downside to that is that they will now become more sought after, and the value is going to go up on them. And it's just like, why? But I do really like the fact that they've got the playtester stamp on them, and the silver borders. You know, it's different, obviously. I would be trying to grab me some of these if I could. You know,
I would love to.
I will admit, versus Cryptid Nation, which was not nice, that UFO looks pretty snazzy. The cover or the box is all kind of shiny. But
box.
That's the last nice thing I'm going to say today about MetaZoo. That's the last one. I can't handle it anymore.
Come on, Sudan. You know you secretly like it. You just can't admit it.
Matt over here is taking all the deals. He said he bought all the leftovers from his local store of Wilderness for $50 Canadian. That's like $40 US.
Wow. Yeah, that is, isn't it?
Like if I saw some of those deals, man, I'd be doing some trades or something.
That was a good one there, don't you know?
Oh, don't you know, eh?
You know, to talk about.
We're not making fun of you, Matt. I promise. I'm pretty much Canadian. I live like 20 minutes away from Canada. So
my favorite YouTuber's a Canadian.
Who?
Camping with Steve.
Oh
Steve
my
Wallace.
God.
Did you have to ask? Did you have to ask?
I was thinking like content creator. I was like, who?
He's an amazing content. He just hit 1 million subs, and then rest in peace, beautiful wife. She unfortunately passed away as well. So sad day. Steve does not suck. Steve is amazing. Don't hate on Steve.
He says Steve sucks.
I know. I'm watching the live YouTube, so I see the chats before you do, Red.
Grumpy, to answer your question about the playtester stuff, in their Discord, long before the sets are released, they have people who they ask for playtesters. You have to sign up, and then they select people based on how much they play and their experience and all that to play the game.
He does not hide in a Walmart bathroom.
They posted it on Discord recently. They actually posted like, "Hey, who wants to be a playtester?" But they didn't really give you an option to respond.
Yeah, well, I think for a UFO, I saw them ask about it, and you had to email them at a certain email with your interest. But I believe it was something like you had to put like your experience with the game,
we have
and how much you played. And they kind of pick they pick and choose who they want to play test.
We have a love-hate relationship with Game Nerds. Pogo Dad, thank you for the suggestion. But
yeah,
I mean, look, the point is it's all like roughly around the same price though, 66, 69, it's all there.
Hey, I ordered from Game Nerds today. I needed some sleeves, I ordered sleeves from Game Nerds, and I also ordered those Lord of the Rings stuff from Game Nerds. You know why? Because I had rewards points, so I actually barely spent any money on that stuff. It was pretty much all free, for the most part.
That's not bad. I will take it.
I mean, I like heavily discounted things, so I'm a fan. I guess man, $66 is a pretty good price for a UFO.
Yeah, for a booster box, no less.
I wonder how much lower they're gonna go. Do you think they're gonna hit 50 at any point?
Limboing?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You see if they go lower.
I think it's honestly just because there was like 100,000 print run or something like that of their booster box. Yeah. Like that's a pretty high premium or high box run.
Yeah, I know that they were talking about. It was not a huge, like they didn't think it was a huge print run, but I mean, look, Nightfall's the only set so far, except for the base one, that has retained its value.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because
Seance is going to have the same print run as Nightfall, so I predict that it's going to be similar to Nightfall.
It's probably going to retain its value, which, I mean, if you're more on the flipper side, that kind of helps you because you're able to buy and sell quickly. I don't care because I hold all my stuff anyways. Like I hold long term for my investment stuff, and I collect. So like, for me, it doesn't matter. I'd rather just have free or not free. I'd rather have cheap stuff. I mean, I'd rather have free. I'd rather have free stuff. I would love it if it was free, but no. I mean, like I'd rather it be cheap because I could just buy a lot more of it and then just hold it for however long. I would like a sandwich right about now, but I don't have one. So there's that.
You could though. I got one.
Yeah, Matt is saying that Wilderness and UFO could go down to 50. I could see it. I could see it happening.
I mean, Wilderness for a little bit was getting. Oh no, there was CN2 that hit 50, but Wilderness was getting down there in price though too. Again, it's the massive print runs. It's 100,000 booster box print runs, and there's just not as big of a market for it as I think they anticipated. But yeah. I still think there's those people that were saying, "Oh, the market's failing," and like MetaZoo is collapsing, and I'm like, that's not the reason. It's not the reason.
No.
Plus, on top of that, a lot of people buy boxes and just hold on to them. They're not really ripping them open and stuff. So it's like,
right,
you're just passing boxes around person to person.
Yeah, I don't think the it's as dire as some people make it out to be. I think there's a lot of people that just really hate on the company for whatever reason. And there are people that have reasons. There's a lot of people that just want to see it fail, and so it is what it is. But at the end of the day, if you
fail, I want to see them improve.
Yeah, absolutely.
Make them look better.
They have been improving. I mean, if you look at the base set compared to what they're putting out now, they have greatly improved.
I mean, just the foil pattern on the hollows alone is like a massive upgrade to what it used to be. Like they're beautiful. They honestly are.
Yeah, I think the hollow foil is fantastic. They have had some print issues as of late, but I think it's because they've changed the print company, and potentially it's just it's growing pains kind of, where they've had like the Wilderness Smokey the Bear prints. There's quite a bit of errors in those, where I think they have like overlapping cards. So you get like 2 hollows in one, which some have looked really cool, by the way. I've seen a couple of them that have just looked really awesome, and it's like, oh, that's a cool little merger,
Yeah.
But
he's kind of fits in the same realm as those, Johnny Appleseeds, Paul Bunyan. He's kind of an American tall tale at this point, and he kind of fits in that realm versus the cryptid. So
yeah,
Matt, you're exactly right. Yeah.
I mean, there are people out there that just want to see stuff fail just because, and then there's other people that have special interest in seeing certain things fail. You know what I mean? So, I mean, we're of the mindset here on this podcast that each of us has our individual thoughts on certain things, and we talk about things openly. I have my thoughts on certain things. Sudan obviously has his own. He wants to see things improve, like the quality and stuff like that, and some stuff has already improved.
Really Cryptid Nation, and I couldn't really tell the difference. I guess I could look at them. I guess they're right here. I mean,
he does. You do have them. You did well. You got Wilderness, and you got some Wilderness stuff in there.
What was the Halloween?
Oh, well, you got Nightfall.
Nightfall. I thought it was Nightmare, but let me check.
And then, yeah.
So Steve said that CN2 has recently had a lot of sales volumes, and Rudy just made a post on his Patreon. That is true because the price point has hit such a good price point for people to want to really buy lots of it too. I mean, $50 a box.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to buy that?
I bought a bunch. I bought a bunch of boxes because at $50 a box, I was like, look, how much lower are they going to go? They're not going to go much lower than that.
Pretty much at the bottom. I would be surprised.
And it's not like it's a TCG that's dead. So if it would have been a TCG that's dead, I wouldn't have jumped on it. But it's still going, and it's still thriving, in my opinion. I mean, despite the values, despite the price issues that the cards are having right now in the secondary market. There's a code. There's a code for the goblins. Despite those things, I think that they're doing all right. They're doing fine. Why wouldn't you buy the first set? It's kind of like unlimited Pokemon, right? Like base set unlimited.
Yeah, and Pokemon didn't take off for a long time either. Like the value aspect of it. I mean, what was it like 2012, 2013, you could buy a base set booster box for like $300 or $400 still. Like they had not gone up in value hardly at all.
Yeah. There you go. Now yours
right
first
there.
edition,
The box
though,
copper
right?
is $30 alone, he said.
That's a first edition.
Yeah.
That's a first edition. Now the hollows don't bother me. Oh yeah, I guess this is popular or something.
There you go. So you got that reverse Mothman.
And is this from where? What's that?
That's your first edition. I think that's your first edition Cryptid Nation set. That's your base set. Or I'm sorry. No, that's the Nightfall, isn't it?
That's got that Nightfall stuff.
That's the Nightfall Mothman.
I just want to say I stole candy from my son, and stolen candy from a kid does taste better.
That is messed up, man.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah. Pogo Dad, if you saw Sudan's opening of those cards, you would see why there's no sleeves. He pulled that reverse Mothman. Didn't even know he pulled a Mothman.
I had gotten off a 12-hour shift.
He just overlooked it. He's like, and here's a hollow nobody cares about, and then just kind of chucked it off to the side. Like, what in the hell are you doing, dude?
I had worked a 12-hour plus shift. I was tired.
Go back and watch the video. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it is a very funny video, Pogo Dad. You should go check that out. But
he really did.
We were just surprised that he had made a MetaZoo video, and he actually bought MetaZoo product. We were like, "Whoa, hey!"
I bought that mystery box, whatever the hell the thing.
Oh yeah,
and you got a heck of a mystery box. Let me tell you,
dude.
Mothman first edition box,
and I haven't gotten them.
For me, who likes the babes, I didn't pull the babe. That made me sad, but at least I pulled the babe pack, and I got at least the pack art because I saved it when they sent us stuff. Way back, MetaZoo did that. Sent those booster box. We have that on the channel as well. That was we had pulled a lot of those too, right? Yeah. The babe. At least didn't save any of the packs.
I think all of us did except for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you pull one? You pulled the reverse one, right? Or maybe no, that was Grumpy.
I don't know.
I think you did. I think you pulled a reverse. I bought a bunch of babes. I'll probably just send you one because I bought a bunch of them.
They were babe.
That's the thing. So like, Sudan, you can go on eBay and you can buy a bunch of babe cards from the second edition, just for like super cheap.
Yeah, for like $1 or $2.
For like $2, yeah.
But There's something else I need to buy lots of.
Shoes?
Nostalgix? ETBs? Top loaders?
These beautiful babies right here. Look at all the stunfisks. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Yeah,
Lame.
stunfisk for days. Yeah, stunfisk.
Oh my God. Dude,
Stunfisk.
Matt just said he's got about 70 or so of those full hollow Nightfall Mothmans.
That's a pretty
Wow.
impressive.
That's
That's crazy.
Mothmans.
I have one full hollow and one reverse, and that is literally it.
I have the one Mothman apparently.
I'm just impressed that Sudan, you actually go and buy all of those stunfisks. Like, I don't know.
A lot of these were sent to me. I got like Hydro Pump. Adams at the Hydro Pump sent me a lot of them. I've had a lot of like you guys sent me some, except for Ren never sent me shit.
Bro, you know what?
But...
I don't want to hear. You know what? When we get to the pickups of the week, I'm gonna take my thing back.
Yeah, you
take your thing back.
That's gross. But yes,
Sudan's not getting it now.
I think I just made a smear of chocolate on the floor.
Nice. So I think Grumpy recorded his part of the Primal TCG review and put it up on the drive. Is that correct, Grumpy? And I think you guys have to record your parts, right?
I haven't even gotten mine
but
yet.
I
Both of these are
really
filled with stunfisks. This is all stunfisk.
I just got mine today.
I hope I sent it to the right address, Sudan.
Did you send it? It's gonna sit out there at my old address.
Hey, like I said, I just got mine today, so you live further away than I do. So
And I have
probably
like apparently some special carrier that brings my mail. Apparently,
you'll probably get it tomorrow.
Yeah. Wait, does the mail run tomorrow? Oh yeah, it's Tuesday.
Yes, tomorrow's Tuesday.
I'm used to it being Saturday.
You know what? The mail shouldn't have ran today. I don't know how I got. Oh, it didn't go through USPS.
It's
That's
Labor Day, dude. No mail.
Yeah, no mail today.
Labor Day.
I got my Amazon though too, because that's where I got my 3D printer was from Amazon.
Because Amazon doesn't care about what holiday it is.
How much was that
Neither-
for 3D printer?
Neither does Walmart, Sudan. That's why I work today. It's a $375 3D printer, but I got it on sale, brand new, for $275.
Nice.
But I used an Amazon card, which had like your first purchase, you get like 30 or 40 bucks off or something like that. So I ended up paying a whole lot less.
I hear it's awesome. It's actually the one we got it to work, and it was actually doing stuff. It printed amazing, but it's a pain setup, I guess. But good luck.
I heard the setup is a little bit painful, but I've watched a couple videos where like if you just do X, Y, and Z before, you will skip a lot of headache. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to set it up tonight and maybe get a test print in or two. I don't know.
You should print. I'm gonna not say that. It's something for Grumpy.
Yeah, we know where we're going with that. Yeah, I mean, we got you.
He knows where I'm going with it.
We all know where you're going with it. You don't have to say it.
Yeah, it's Chikorita.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah. Once you get your business going there with those 3D prints, make us a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Cat merch.
By the way, you guys are hearing it here first. I'm gonna be having a little business going on with the 3D printer. So, if you got ideas of things you want, let me know.
Cat merch.
There will be future cat merch coming from this too. Yes.
I would like a life-size puppy.
Go get a puppy.
You're at the wrong store for that, buddy.
Oh.
I want any kind of dinosaur skull.
I do have a 3D print file to print a life-size battle droid.
Ooh.
I'm not joking. Ooh. Like my buddy bought the file and said he was willing to just put it on a flash drive for me and give it to me. And he showed me a picture of it, and it is sick. It's 6 feet tall.
Dude, we should all be made Iron Man suits and each like be like Cap or Man.
Capron Man.
I feel like we would need a lot of material to make Iron
Doesn't
Man
my
suits
smile
for...
look so much better with this curve?
I dig it. I dig the
Déglacé.
Yeah.
No, it's a 3D printers are pretty cool. There's a lot of cool like applications for them, and the sky's the limit.
Mm-hmm.
So you should start with coasters or Christmas ornaments.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna make some Cap Christmas ornaments when it comes time, but I'm gonna start off, I think, making like cookie cutters for friends and family just to kind of get used to 3D printing.
It's gonna be a 3D printed version of a circle of me going poo. Saying Pokemon.
Listen, you can do lithographs, right? And I just found out about that today. You can do lithographs, but you can do them in ornament form, like the bulb form. All you got to do is put a tea light candle on the inside of it, and it like lights up. So we could do literally anything we wanted. I could do one of my face and put it on there and sell it. Or
I have the perfect picture that you need to do, and that is my dog bark.
Absolutely not. But I might get one of you as Dr. Robotnik here, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
The future's the limit. We should print... we should print baseball hats.
3D... You want a plastic 3D hat?
Dude, they like the flat bills. They'd never bend. You could wash them.
Hey, you know what? That's actually an issue I've got with my hats, is the bill bending.
Yeah. 3D print those, and then or we can do pack holders, the special little pack holder things like displayers that you were showing us in the thing.
One of my thoughts was doing like slab holders and such, but I think we're going to expand on that idea a little bit more too. So I don't want to commit. I don't want to say like all my plans, because if they don't work out, I don't want to disappoint the people. But I've got some good ideas coming.
I've got some ideas for you, Ren. So we'll once you get a little experience with that thing, we'll figure some stuff out. I got some ideas for stuff.
Dude, like just take this image and 3D print it.
There who knows? There could already be a file for Babe the Blue Ox already 3D printed. There could be some for Mothman. I mean, they have them for like pretty much every Pokemon. I'm sure people are going to do them for the MetaZoo crew, you know. So you get your Babe the Blue Ox, you know, Johnny Appleseed, John Henry,
Ren and Stimpy.
Sure.
Art Simpson, Tom and Jerry, Kitty.
I'm going to charge you extra for all yours.
She's even looking at me like, stop it, dude. Stop
yeah.
it. It's not funny.
I can make a kitty ornament. Let you hang on your tree.
My first 3D printed thing was this. Here, hold on. It's special.
It is pretty cool, though. If it's what I'm thinking it is.
Oh, that is actually pretty cool.
That is not what I was thinking, but that is pretty sweet.
It's my roommate printed that for me. That's pretty
nice.
Wicked.
What's it for?
Cool.
It's for a Christmas tree.
It's an ornament.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna put it on the mantle with the rest of the dinosaur stuff.
What? Wow, man, he dropped. But I could do that in cap form, and you know, maybe we could do giveaways and stuff with some 3D printed stuff.
That was a real-time realization. Did you see that?
That was.
God.
It was your brain just worked for a second there. The downside is you can't see it because literally the sign is yellow.
Well, I couldn't see it when it was over there.
I couldn't either because it was over there.
Well, I have more of a mantle to put stuff in. I could put nails in there. I just haven't done it yet.
You're gonna put nails in the brick? Oh, in the
wooden mantle.
Don't do it in the mantle. Get like those stocking hangers or something, like the really cheap ones that are thin, and just put them on there.
Or you could 3D print them.
I really could, honestly. But the only problem is they won't be heavy enough on top to where you can hang stuff. You'd still have to.
I'm heavy on middle. Oh. Oh my god, another Frozen video with my face. Yeah.
How is it that it always happens to Sudan? I don't know.
I think he freezes ears.
Oh wait, pull that back up.
Yeah.
Wait, here we go. Here's me in the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Man, it's the only picture I had of you, and I was like, you know what? How could I put this into the thumbnail?
Honestly, I don't know. It was pretty.
We're at red alert.
Show the pick, Zen. What pick? I don't know.
Week of the week is that where I sing? Is that singing time?
Pick up of the week.
I don't know what Grumpy's talking about. So we're just gonna ignore him.
We don't know what Grumpy's talking about.
Is there a chat thing? Is there a chat thing? Oh, we put it in the chat. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay, that is a pretty good picture, though.
I can't see it. There it is. All right.
I gotta wiggle it. I can't figure that out. It's blurry because.
Hey, hold on.
Now I'm just gonna sit this here, and I'm gonna go get another ice cream sandwich.
Oh, here we go. We got it. Hold on. We got it. We got it. Showing it on the screen. Boom.
There it is.
There he is. Nice.
There's everybody's lovable Sudan.
Boys. He's like,
yeah. Are we doing the pickups of the week?
Let's do it.
Pickups of the week.
Let's do it.
All right. I heard Sudan's got a bunch of stuff. So we're going to go with Sudan first.
Yeah, let the big man go.
This jingle's getting a lot longer than it should.
Thank you.
I was trying to fill in for Grumpy there.
I didn't shit myself. I haven't shit myself in
a couple days.
Probably about 6 months, 7 months. It's been a good run.
That's good. Well, I'm glad you've lasted a few months there. All right, what'd you get? We got Dino Megazord from Power
Rangers. Plastic-free packaging. This is one of the Hasbro new lines. I picked up the Ninja Megazord and the regular one. Here, let me grab that.
Plastic-free packaging? Is it made out of cardboard?
Watch out, Yellow Ranger. Actually, yesterday was the anniversary of the Yellow Ranger's death. That's unfortunate. Rest in peace. But so this is the actual Megazord, how it's colored. And they released this. I showed this off on the podcast on a pickups.
And that one has plastic. That one's killing the environment.
This is part of that. I think it's got the same packaging.
Grumpy said, "Open it."
But then I also, as you can see, it's a black and gold version of the Megazord.
That's kind of slick.
So basically, what you're saying is that the one on the right is plastic-free packaging, which means it's good for the environment. The one on the left is bad for the environment. Is what you're saying?
No. But
open it. Open them all.
Open it now.
It's their action figures. They're gonna be here. That's kind of what that one looks like, and then this one is the golden black, which is kind of cool. They managed to charge me quick just for this one figure, and of the line, that's the Hasbro Pulse exclusive. So I'm like, cool. It's awesome.
It does look like a mac and cheese box.
It does look like a box of mac and cheese. It really does.
See, these would be cool if they didn't have these tear bottoms like that, because that just does not make it for resealability very on that. Versus, I don't have the Red Ranger, but you can actually just cut the tape and lift it up. You can't do that with these ones. And then I've been showing it off all week. All episode is at the.
Is that a 3D print?
3D printed Triceratops. Now this one isn't a fully. This one, I guess the file was problematic. That's the other thing you'll run into. Some of the files are going to be problematic and won't always print correctly. So the mouth doesn't stay shut. But it's green, which is my favorite color. Triceratops is my favorite dinosaur, and I am elated as hell to have it. So I love this thing. Hey. My roommates made that for me. It's super cool. But Yeah, and then I got a bag here. See, this is a backpack. Inside is I got my laptop cord, and then there is something else. Oh,
Where'd you go?
So here's a notepad that's holding the rest of it. Hold on, because I didn't want to bend it because protection of your items is a good thing because if you like them, you don't want them to get ruined. So my mom, I went to see him for the first time in a long time. I haven't seen him in 2 months because I moved away. I'm a terrible son. I have cats, as you may have seen. And she thought of this one. She got me a pillowcase. Not that I really need this size pillow, but she thought that I would think that one was that one. And I know Ricky's not here right now, but I know he digged the hell out of this one a lot.
That's funny.
But it kind of feels just like my mama cat. She does that all the time, even though she loves to get the loves and get the kisses. But that's not the last thing. I have a notepad. You know what's in the notepad? A stain mark.
I was going to say a grease stain.
That's from an Oreo, dude. That's kind of what's an Oreo that makes a stain? That's gross. But I went to down to Denver, and Denver they did it's called the Taste of Colorado. It's kind of like an outdoor con, but it's for like everybody to come and try food. It's a festival, and they have like artists and stuff that come and do their stuff. Well, one artist he always does like comics of people holding baby versions of your favorite characters. And I've picked up the Spider-Gwen. I don't know where I put it during the move, but this is the Sonic. I just picked up the sticker. It's pretty fun. He does like every genre. He had one where he's holding like All Might, Deku. My brother picked up the Deku one, and my mom picked up.
Who's the artist?
I have his card. It's in my wallet, but it's handoverthehero.com.
Okay.
Check them out. I've seen him at multiple cons. I bought my roommate for Christmas it's the hands holding He-Man.
Wait a minute, you paused there too long. You said you bought your roommate for Christmas and then just left it.
Hey, it was a good purchase.
Grumpy's he's taking a little kid's named Johnny. Sudan's buying his roommates. I mean, what is happening here?
Hey, I buy my friendships. Whoa, that's a
that is sick.
That is
that
awesome.
the shirt Grumpy sent you?
That is the tweet that he sent me. It's actually
dude, I want that.
I need that. That is a badass Blastoise shirt.
I think that we all need to get this shirt.
Oh my gosh.
I doubt they have it.
Maybe one day when
find out
Taco Bell sponsors us, we can all wear those on an episode.
I'm gonna need that shirt. So just there's that. Oh man, hold on. What do we have here? Oh boy.
The Best Buy promos, apparently.
Steel Sand Gaming got you.
Wow,
good.
he is coming in clutch with that. That is fast work, my friend.
Look at that.
Steel.
That is
Look at that.
work.
Steel with
man.
the awesome
No
Sudan
chill.
picture.
No chill.
I love it.
We didn't even have to do that. That's awesome. I love it.
No chill. I thought we were friends, Steel.
Thank you, Steel.
Now I've got a slew of ats on my phone coming at me like, oh
On your
no,
phone?
on my phone.
So
So
phone.
His throne.
Oh, you're still showing things. Wow. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Little Pikachu. Nice.
these are the Best Buy.
I'm so used to you being like, I don't have anything, or I only have like one thing, and then today you're just
saved
like,
it all for this moment.
yeah.
Yes, we got some. This is the only of Pokemon Go set that I have actually had my hands on. I have not touched any of the others.
Now, how did you manage to get two there, Sudan?
I don't want to give the person credit, but somebody got them for me, and that's pretty cool.
GameStop one?
Yeah.
They're the Best Buy. I thought they were the GameStop one, but it's they were telling me it was Best Buy.
Oh.
So, but yes, it was.
Does it have a Best Buy stamp on it, or does it matter? I mean, how can you tell?
It has a Pokemon Go stamp, and it's got the normal. Actually, it looks like a normal card from the
That's
set.
what the GameStop one was, though.
That's
Too.
what the GameStop
it was
one.
exactly the same hollow you can get in the set.
It's probably the same exact card.
It's just in cellophane, so.
I don't know.
All right,
They were
what do you got,
insistent that
Ren?
it came from Best Buy, but I don't care. It's
Ooh, me.
Pikachu. People like that thing.
Well, my pickups of the week, like Zen said at the beginning, Secret Shards. Wow, my fingers are like sweaty.
Oh, I also got.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I did do a video on mine already, though, so check out my channel if you want to see that. I did get these in finally. I got to show these off. I have to. You guys are trying to give me some crap for it, but
these off if they're a secret.
look at that.
Ooh,
First edition
nice.
Gamatron.
Oh, it's the bot Gamatron not pulled. Cool.
Hey, it won't be too long before I
Hey,
get
you didn't
my
pull it.
pulled. And I gotta show this one off too. Look how gorgeous this card
Yeah,
is.
buddy. That is
Oh,
nice.
it's another one you bought and didn't pull.
Look at that hollow, man. I just love how it sparkles.
Now that's a real dragon.
That's a real dragon.
Yeah.
It even says it. It's a dragon in the name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
They could have called Charizard Dragon, but nope. They didn't want to give him real dragonhood.
Oh, it's because they knew
Nope.
he wasn't a real dragon. He didn't. He
Yeah.
didn't have the guts.
100%.
He
But-
didn't have a conscious.
And you know what I
cricket.
love? What I love the most is we could talk trash about Charizard right now, and Grumpy has
and nobody's here to
no-
defend it.
No defense against it. In fact, we could probably just mute him so that he can't even chat, and then he would not be
Ban
able to
him.
do any sort of. No, that's fine. Is that all you have?
So I have one thing left, and I want Sudan to look because it's actually something I got for him.
Ooh.
Because he's sitting there complaining this whole time about me not sending him.
Rat
I was
never
holding a
sends
bunch
me
of Tauros.
anything.
Oh, nice! You got that one.
I picked it up for you, my guy.
Nice.
I actually have a couple other things. I don't remember where I put them. So
I have stuff for you as well. I just don't know where I put it. And then you rejected all my Tauros. You're all like, I don't like Tauros. Take your
This
dancing
man,
Tauros
okay,
from me.
listen,
No.
this man has been, you know how you saw his Stunfisk collection earlier. He's been collecting Tauros for me apparently because he thought that like I collected Tauros, and I'm like,
He said in
I
one
love
video.
never
I love
collected-
Tauros.
I
love
don't
Tauros.
have anything wrong with Tauros. In Pokemon Go, it was the first Pokemon that I decided I wanted to catch every single one of until I got a hundo. That's the only thing with Tauros
I have a hundo Tauros.
I've done. And
Here's the thing.
I think that what Sudan was coming up with is, in certain PokeTubers channels, they talk bad about Tauros, and I'm just like, what's wrong with Tauros? Ain't nothing.
You had
wrong
like
with
picked
Tauros.
up, or you pulled a Tauros, and you were like, "Oh, I love Tauros. This is awesome." Blah blah blah.
I think
Maybe
he's a
you're
cool
just being-
Pokemon. I don't collect him. I don't know where you ever got that from.
From your
I've
YouTube
got a-
video, because I watched
I've
your
got a-
YouTube video.
I've got a hot take.
Whoa.
Tauros is
City
better.
Hall first pop.
Hey, you're ruining my moment here.
I give it back.
All right, start over. Do it again.
I have a hot take. Tauros is better than Charizard.
Ding, ding,
That
ding, we
is
have
that
a
is a
winner.
spicy take. That is
That
a
is
spicy take.
true. You know who's even better than that?
Dragonite.
Even better than that?
Facts. I
Stunfisk.
can't see that. The screen is
Can't-
just.
It is
it's a white
literally
screen.
a solid
It's
white
just-
screen.
Yeah, that happened. It's Stunfisk.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah.
What else would you expect?
But I mean,
Sudan,
that blank white
it-
screen is better
it
than
was-
Charizard.
It was
though.
Tauros' moment to shine, and you had to go and try and ruin it with Stunfisk. Can you just
That's a load
give
of bull.
Tauros like 5 seconds of like celebrity fame?
I think you're bullying me.
God, I am not bullying you. I'm bullying
You're a-
Charizard.
Bullying toward.
All right. Anyways, it is now
Anyway.
my turn. It's my turn now. All right. What did I get?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Matt just
No.
said Dragonite and Snorlax are the greatest Pokemon of all time. Matt, would you like to join the podcast? We can boot Grumpy for you.
I am not going to dispute that. I mean, they're not the greatest of all time, but they are very, very high on my list. So I won't even dispute that.
I
They
will
are
take
better.
that. I'll-
They are both better than Charizard, and that's a
Yes.
fact.
Yes.
I mean, Dragonite is
That's
the greatest
better.
Pokemon.
Oh.
Fact. It's a fact.
So-
Still
Damn
can't.
it, why
see
does
that,
it
dude.
do that? Why does it do that?
It's,
That's
I don't know, but
ridiculous.
you're showing us a game that nobody wants to play. So Doesn't
Show
matter.
you the Hundo Toros.
Ooh, you got another booster box. Well,
So
all
this
right,
is,
I'm kinda jealous of that.
Yeah, I actually got 2,
Is that that's not the gummy ones because it's a booster box. Okay, shut up.
3, 4,
My guy, how many did you buy?
5, 6. Okay, no, I'm kidding. I only have 4. But these are really awesome. I'm actually pretty excited about these. This is actually like, it's really weird, the name. So they call them extra booster box or extra booster pack. This is extra 2. I don't know why they call them extra. I don't know. These are promotional boxes. These are like promo boxes, but they're booster boxes. I don't know. It's Japan, dude. They do things. They do things
They
differently.
do things.
They do things a lot.
A
do.
Toros just popped.
Now, they also sent me some stuff in the box. I guess some advertisements. Of some sort.
What's in the box?
So,
Oh, there you go.
One
Steel
Piece,
Sand.
One Piece
No, Steel
Film
Sand's
Red.
going into that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the new TCG.
So that's
Or is
pretty
that for the
interesting.
new movie or for the new TCG?
Yeah, this is for the movie. This is for the movie.
Okay.
See, One Piece Film Red. So there's that. And they sent me these little poster thingies, and then Sudan.
I want it.
Do, 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 do,
I
do,
want
do,
it so bad.
do, 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 do.
That would go perfectly in a car or like it's the size of a comic. That's cool.
It is. It's kind of like
Udon
little-
is like sitting there
little poster.
trying his hardest not to be like, Zen, send that to me.
I want that now. Ah! Now, unfortunately, they only sent me one of these, and they sent me like 4 of these. And I'm like, no, I want the other way around. I mean, I don't have anything against One Piece, but I never really watched it.
It's a lot to take in. I'm shocked at Steel Sand. There's so many other animes he should be investing his time in, but I'm not going to tell him how to live.
I don't have anything against One Piece, so I'm not.
It's just too much, man. Too much.
You're too much.
I can be. That's why I
Luff?
only come out with stuff every once a week.
Luff versus Shanks. I have no idea what that means.
He's
I'm
fighting
guessing.
other parts.
I'm guessing that's their names, maybe.
I think Luff is the one with the hat, right?
Luffy is
Luff
the
and
dude
then-
with the funny smile and the hat.
That dude, and
That's
then
Luff.
Shanks. That does look like somebody who would shank you.
Yeah.
So there's that. The new movie opens in October.
Nice.
Interesting.
I ran across an article recently that said that the recent Dragon Ball superhero, that released in the U.S. actually like almost beat like that Bullet Train in the other movie like in release, making money on the box office. So they're kind of
Wow.
saying like maybe anime is finally starting to be like, let's not just do special releases, let's actually do full theatrical releases because they're making money. I wouldn't mind
They
being
need
able to go
to.
see it.
That's the kind of stuff we want to see.
Yeah, I'm
Well-
like, I wouldn't mind it. It's not. I don't want to just see Pixar and Disney. Those are great, but still, give me some of that other stuff. It's other types of media.
Well, I think anime is just demolishing, American comic books at this point. Like
Oh yeah.
manga's destroying American comic books, and anime's pretty much taken over as far as animated series. Like if you look at Netflix and you look at all these Amazon Prime and stuff like that, they're all putting out anime because they need to compete in that market because it's making so much money. Like it's doing very well.
But you also got to take into account they're also still jumping into the superhero market, but they're also not. It's not all Marvel and DC. So Marvel and DC are struggling. The comic industry is actually it hurt a lot for a while there, but yeah, I think it's bouncing back now. But you can never tell because DC's run by the worst company in the world. So, Warner Brothers.
Ooh, wait. Artemis is recommending a new anime, Ascendance of a Bookworm. I might have to check that out.
Where's that? What is that on?
Oh, please
What,
say it's on Funimation.
What platform?
Ren, you need to watch Full Metal Alchemist first. Brotherhood.
Wait, why are you on Funimation?
I know.
Dude, you got to switch over to Crunchyroll.
Well, because that's
Yeah.
what Grumpy gave me the login to.
Oh, well, Funimation's pretty much dead. I mean,
Yeah, Funimation is pretty much over with. Crunchyroll has
Crun-
everything.
Why is
Crunchyroll-
it almost dead? Wait, why?
because
Crunchyroll bought it.
They merged with Crunchyroll, and Crunchyroll is pretty much killing it off.
Sony bought Crunchyroll, but since Crunchyroll is a better service than Funimation is, sadly, they just worked with Funimation or with Crunchyroll and moving everything over slowly. So it sucks all the shows that I was watching on Funimation because I too had a subscription, and
Well,
now
almost all the stuff. Dude,
Wait, so if you have
Crunchyroll's-
an account with Funimation, can you watch things on Crunchyroll?
No, you have to do a whole new subscription.
Oh,
Yeah,
Cancel the one.
they'd messed that up big time. Like they should have, merged the two and just been like, okay, you could use your account on either one.
dang.
I'm gonna cover the camera for this, but just talk to me later. I can give you the discount or the password to mine. Nobody will know. You can watch
The funny-
Crunchyroll.
the funny thing, Ren,
what?
The funny thing about it, Ren, is that they basically came out and said, if you're on Funimation, you might as well just cancel it now and go over to Crunchyroll. Like they literally said that.
They didn't move everything over yet. I was so mad.
Dang.
I'm like in the middle of watching. What was it?
But
Fairy Tail?
They still
What's
been
with the Fairy
uploading
Tail?
things.
And they had the season that I was on that wasn't on Funimation or wasn't on Crunchyroll yet. And I'm like,
That's what I was gonna say. Like with the My Hero Academia, they uploaded the pilot episodes and like they finished dubbing the rest of season 5, and I literally just watched it like a month ago. They finally uploaded it. So there's
My
still
Hero
something.
Academia is on Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
I don't know if all of it's there, but I know.
I just
know
want to
it's
know if the
there.
movies are on there because those are the things I haven't seen yet. I own the one movie in DVD, but
I'll
I don't
look.
have
I
a
have to look.
DVD player. So
I'll have to look.
I'll look at this if.
I got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
It's just a dual.
Oh
thing
yeah,
now.
Steel. When is the 6th season of My Hero Academia popping? I heard it was going to be like the end of this year or beginning of next year. Is that
No
still
one knows. Just like we don't know when Slime season 3 is coming.
Ooh,
Like the
What is slime?
Slime is how I be or wait, what is that one?
Is it that time I got reincarnated as a slime?
At that
Is that
time,
the-
yeah.
yes,
Yeah,
which
that's-
is awesome.
I'm waiting for season
Ooh,
3.
are we doing a live opening right here?
Wait,
Again?
wait.
Yeah, why are you always like this one? Like, can't you make yourself bigger?
You shut your face.
No.
Not everything is
mushroom.
over yet. Waiting until everything is over.
Shut
Oh,
your
yeah,
face.
yeah.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it with some Jurassic Park on the background.
Oh, don't ruin Attack on Titan, bro.
Oh my god, I haven't opened packs in a while. Woo! It's like I'm a noob.
Should
I'm
I
a
do a MetaZoo pack after you?
No.
Yeah, you could if you want. I don't.
I have a Nightfall pack I can open.
Please don't let
Wow,
me
these
be
are-
the only one that shows MetaZoo in an episode of the podcast because that would be weird.
I'll fix that. I'll correct that. I'll open a pack myself.
It's usually Grumpy
There you
that opens it up. I can't be the one that can't sully my reputation. I've already said too many nice things about MetaZoo. There's Digimon Ghost.
Oh, the
Look
Charizard! Take that, Grumpy,
Wow.
doof. There you go. Got the
Jeez,
Charizard. One pack magic.
you're popping.
It would be awesome if that was a.
If that was the alternate art,
Would have been awesome if that was a. What was that Pokemon that was better than Charizard? Tauros.
Dragonite,
Food
anything, everything.
Tauros. Golly, why wasn't it a Tauros?
I wish it was a Tauros, man. You know, it's another good one that you should check out, Artemis. I want to know what you think of this one. It's called Food Wars.
Oh, I did like Food Wars. That was interesting.
Okay.
I didn't think I was gonna like Food Wars, and then I liked it. I was like, whoa,
Ashley,
that's
Ren,
pretty
you should watch it, but you should probably have your wife around or the kids.
Oh, oh, is that the
Yeah.
anime that Zen was watching?
Yeah, it's
It's
got a lot of,
tasteful, but it might confuse them and go,
Oh.
"Why are their clothes exploding when they eat?"
Yeah.
it's tasteful.
It's a great show, but it's fun and it's kind of makes you kind of go like, "What just happened?"
Hey, we'll see. I've got way too many shows I'm supposed to watch now.
Is that
I'm
a
going to start off
Farfetch?
with Full Metal Alchemist or whatever first.
You're
Wait,
gonna
did you guys see them? Did you guys see the live action on Netflix?
Of what?
Full Metal.
Full Metal.
Was
Full
it
Metal
good?
Brotherhood.
I heard
Full
it was
Metal
awful.
Brotherhood.
I haven't even seen the anime, so
Well, it's dubbed, I think.
I heard it wasn't good.
is this kind of like the Black Lotus Nightshade? That's kind of cool.
The first like 5 minutes
Ooh.
of it, I was like, "Nah, forget this crap," and I
I
turned
got
it off.
Jack Frost, Full Hollow.
There you go. Nice. Got yourself a hollow. Look at you.
Let's see what else is. I don't know.
Nice.
Not bad.
If you know how to speak French Europe or German Europe, you can watch the My Hero movies on Crunchyroll.
It's been forever since I've spoke German proficiently, so probably not.
At least that they say, because they also might be like region locked. I don't know.
I
Jack
just need to
Frost.
pull out my Xbox so I can use it as a DVD player again.
I have the original Full Metal Alchemist series, and it wasn't as good as Brotherhood. It was still good, but it was very. They hadn't finished actually writing actual manga, so like they didn't know how the story was progressed, so they just made it up, and it didn't. It kind of told the story, but didn't tell the story right, and so they kind of made a.
So it's kind of like Game of Thrones, where they were like, they started with the book, and then they were like, "Oh, we ran out of book. I guess we'll just make up our own," and then that's pretty much where it kind of went.
That would be true if Game of Thrones was actually good in any way.
Excuse me. Game of Thrones was phenomenal for like the first 3-4 seasons, maybe.
That
And then after
Walking
that-
Dead were the most predictable walking trashes I have watched in the last.
Well, Walking Dead just needed to end. I mean,
Oh,
there was
dude.
way
Yeah,
too much going on there.
that was a dead show. They needed it to die, and they just kept it going. But
They just kept
The
going.
show
and
was a
going
zombie.
and going, and they did spin-offs, and then oh my gosh,
Game
like
of
we
Thrones
get it.
trash
The
from start to
zombies.
end. It was I could not stand that show at all. It was terrible. I mean, there were features that I was like, show more of that. But there were some cool effects that was like, that was well done. But story wise, trash.
oh,
That's all I'm
Matt,
saying about
Matt with the German in there, sprechen Sie Deutsch? Yeah,
Just like the Dark Knight trilogy.
wouldn't do, Matt.
I'm not enjoying She-Hulk very much right now. I think it's pretty bad.
God, dude, leave it alone.
I
It's
still
so
haven't
good.
seen it. Honestly, I have no interest in She-Hulk. I didn't really like Hulk to begin with, to be completely honest.
Yeah, Hulk's not really my favorite character. I mean, he was all right, but like,
Bye.
well, the movie, I don't know, Hulk movie is just not great. Like the Hulk comic books are good, but the movie is just, it's kind of some
I
dude
don't-
there like. You know,
I like
just-
superheroes and I like superhero stuff, and I love Marvel. I love the Avengers series, but when it comes to like just single superheroes, I'm Captain America and I'm Thor, and then everything else is just kind of like, I don't really care about it. And that includes Iron Man. I don't really care for Iron Man all that much either.
Yeah, Artemis, I kind of get you on that, but also the talking to the audience thing is actually a part of the comic book. Like, it's something that she does some in her comics, so kind of at least that part is somewhat accurate to the comics. I don't know why you've got
Oh, Guardians
that
is
is
pretty good, yeah.
That's a pretty bad
That's Hulk, man.
figurine. Is it though? Is that a real Hulk figurine, or did you get that
Based
at like
off an actual cover.
the dollar store?
Did you see all these
Mom, I
points
want
of
the Hulk.
articulation?
No, we
man?
have the Hulk at home. And
See
this
all
is the
this?
Hulk at home.
Man.
Yeah,
I had to run
her personality in the show is much different than from what I have seen in the comics. Now, granted, I'm not huge on the She-Hulk comics, but
If you want to
from-
read a She-Hulk comic, there's a QR code in the first episode that'll give you the first issue for free. You
Is
can
this
download.
is
There you
this
go. The more you
is
know.
this the new is this the new a new comic book, or is it the original comic book?
It's the one that they've been doing. The one you would not like, She-Hulk. I'll show you a She-Hulk that's pretty bad. Let me show you the Immortal Hulk She-Hulk. That thing is gross.
I don't think I want to know.
Is that the
She is
super duper big, like buff Hulk?
Like
She-Hulk?
this.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Oh,
That's
God.
terrifying.
Bumps.
Yeah, that's terrifying. I don't know why they did that.
And then there's another She-Hulk that you don't want to watch. It's if you ever want to read it. It's actually a really badass comic. Is Wolverine, the End. I think it's what it's called. It's when it's kind of based on what the Logan was based off. The movie was the future Logan. It's pretty gross. The Hulk and the Hulklings are Hulk and She-Hulk's children, and I won't go any further into that. I mentioned the word earlier, but it was a faux pas. And that happens, and it's really they killed like everybody. It's a really fucked up story.
Well, here, let me tell you about it. Let's enjoy it.
But I will tell you about the Hulk. The End is a good comic because that dude, like, literally, is the last living thing in the universe, and he like dies and regenerates every day. He can't die. Yeah, he cannot die. Hulk will not let Bruce Banner die. He is the strongest. He will beat the universe. He will not die. He can't. It's hilarious. Hulk is awesome.
I didn't realize
Sounds
he
agonizing,
was
but I mean-
immortal.
Yeah, he's immortal, dude.
I didn't
Hulk
realize
cannot die.
that.
And eventually, like, Smart Hulk, I believe, is going to evolve into Maestro. He will be the next big villain in the MCU, besides Galactus, Kang, and all that stuff. I believe they're going to set up Hulk as a major villain. I hope, because Maestro grows a beard, he messes some things up. Or if you want to watch another one, World War Hulk, that's another good one. Hulk is awesome. She-Hulk's fun. I have fun with it. I didn't care for that extra credit scene, although Megan Thee Stallion, I don't mind that. She's pretty.
I thought the first few episodes of She-Hulk were absolute trash.
I liked Miss Marvel too. That was a lot of fun to watch too.
That was such a bad movie.
I love that
That
show.
was a bad
God, that was a bad movie. I agree with Artemis.
The 6 episodes.
I do love Black Widow. Sad they did off her, but
I didn't like the Black Widow movie. I thought that was very poorly. Well, it might have been just bad timing on their part.
it wasn't the best movie.
I liked the Red Guardian, and I liked the sister. I really dug that stuff. But honestly, I agree with you. I agree with you, Artemis. I am looking forward to Loki.
Yes,
Disney
that
Plus
was
Day
such
is
a good
soon.
show.
I was surprised by
We
Loki.
might see some X-Men on Disney.
I thought
Plus
Loki
Day.
was better. I thought Loki was better than a lot of the reviews gave it credit for.
I loved Loki. I thought that was such a good show.
It's really fun.
I
liked Wanda too. Wanda was fun. WandaVision was. I'm also.
I thought WandaVision was pretty good.
It was
I thought it was
quirky.
good.
when you were
I
doing that
did
stuff.
not watch WandaVision, and I saw Doctor Strange too, and I was really confused by a lot of what was happening there until it finally clicked on what happened in WandaVision. And I was just like, well,
Spoilers.
that explains a little bit.
Dude, Matt, I'm waiting for the trailer for that one because it's supposed to be sequel to the Bumblebee storyline, which I dug the hell out of Bumblebee because it was a step away from that stupid Michael Bay shit.
I used to love the Beast Wars cartoon. Like, I was a huge fan of the Beast Wars cartoon.
You should go on to Netflix and watch that new Transformers trilogy thing they did because they do right by the Beast Wars in that one.
I did. It was good.
I thought that was really well done. I was like, thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. Dinobot was the best, though. Dinobot. Not because he was a dinosaur, because so was Megatron. I mean... I don't know what his name is.
Yeah, the multiverse is gonna be one of those things that I'm not a huge fan of. I don't like the multiverse because they can pretty much just retcon anything. You know, it's like, oh wow,
that's why they're doing it.
We
though.
wrote
That's
a
it's one way to get out.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we wrote a terrible story. Let's just retcon it and let's
It's not a retcon. It's a new telling of a different version of a different universe. Your same character still did the way it's still there. 616 is still the same universe. It's just
I don't like it. I don't like multiverses in Dragon Ball. I don't like it in anything. I just don't think
Dragon Ball is out of control with their multiverses. But
Super Dragon Ball Heroes, I'll tell you that, is just insane with the multiverses. It's like, holy crap. We wouldn't have
gotten this if not for multiverses.
I don't.
I do like Spider Gwen.
Spider Gwen is the shit.
I really don't care.
I do like Spider Gwen.
She is my favorite spider. Miles is pretty cool. That new movie's coming too. I can't wait for that.
I'm not a fan of multiverse stuff. Like, it's so boring though. It's like, oh yay, somebody died, and then oh look, they're alive. No, they're not really alive. It's just a different version of them, but it's the same character.
I will tell you, one of the cool multiverse stories that I've read recently was He-Man, of all people. It was the Masters of the Multiverse, and it was pretty cool. I was like, they even went to the one that was in the old movie, and that was pretty cool.
Interesting.
And they killed that Dolph. They killed that hero. It was an evil He-Man, and it was pretty cool. I talked about it in my old podcast. Aquaman's badass. I don't care what you say.
Aquaman?
Oh,
dude,
God.
Aquaman symbol right there.
Anyway, Sudan's now being excommunicated from the podcast, so...
Over Aquaman?
That's Sudan, you're being cringe. You're being cringe with Aquaman, dude.
That's unfortunate. Steele will like that information. I'm sure he's a Fortnite fan, but I am not a fan of Fortnite.
I don't play
Fortnite. Fortnite is major cringe. Sorry, Steele.
Sorry, Matt. That's Spider-Gwen's awesome. I love her to death, and the story that they told in her universe was cool. Because think about this, dude. In her universe, Frank Castle, the Punisher, is a cop.
That's boring.
No, he goes off the cuff after her. It's freaking crazy, the shit. And then she serves time. Spider-Gwen actually went to jail.
What?
Yeah, she served. Her identity was revealed, and she served a year or several years in jail for the death of Peter Parker.
There you go. She deserved it.
And then she.
All right, I'm gonna have to read up more on the story.
Dude, let me know. Here, I'll cover this up so they can't hear it, but I can give you the password to my Comixology.
So they can't hear it.
Comics, I have the entire Spider-Gwen on digital.
Oh,
yeah.
Sudan.
We can't get in trouble if they can't see it, you know? Or, how did I get stains on the back of this?
You gotta calm down with those Oreos, my guy.
I only had 3.
All right. Well, I think we're done here.
Gone off the cusp. We've gone crazy.
I'm yawning.
We're over 2 hours on this bad boy. This is a good live.
This has gone too long. Get it off the screen.
All right, everybody. We appreciate you hanging out with us and
drugs,
watching
kids.
today. And soon we'll have the audio version up tomorrow at some point. So
I'm shooting for noon, but it'll be available. But this is also still here.
Yes. We do appreciate all of you hanging out with us and watching and talking about all the different things that we talked about.
Putting up with Ren's antics. I'm sorry, he's he goes off the cuff sometimes.
I know. I can't help it.
He's a wild man. I'm gonna have a turkey leg.
Ooh, you go get your turkey leg.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna go have some reheated Taco Bell.
So my mom suggested Taco Bell, and I was like, hell yeah. She's like, you like Taco Bell? I'm like, you don't watch the podcast.
Mom, you just ratted
your
mom
does not
we
watch the
buy
podcast,
for sponsorship from Taco Bell more than any of the TCGs we have on this place.
That's true. Sudan, would you like to end it?
Yes. Tostada Crunchwrap Supreme. Chalupa.